Gentlemen, it's your boy Clinton Court, and you're watching Sporty TV.
Good evening and welcome into the Sporty Show, ladies and gentlemen. A pleasure to have you with us as always as we kick off another evening of Champions League football. And it was late drama for Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. We'll get into that as well as preview some of the matches today, including Manchester City taking on PSG. But first, I'm your host, Sara, and I'm joined with the tallest man in Madrid, Alex Ashmore.
How are you doing, Sara?
I'm good. I'm very excited for today's show.
Buoyant after yesterday's football. Well, you got a good game at Atleti and Barca. What happened in that game again? My memory's going.
La remontada. The best to ever do it. Yeah, I will say that at halftime, I was obviously at the Leverkusen Atleti game, but I was keeping an eye on the Estadio de Luz in Benfica and Barcelona, and I was nervous. We will get into that. We do have, I believe, Gary Al Smith checking in to see if our Arsenal resident is here. I'm going to take that as an... Okay.
It's the connection issues. He's nervous.
Yeah. He is nervous. Arsenal in action against Dinamo Zagreb tonight. We'll preview that game in a little bit. But first, before we get into yesterday's drama, let's talk a little bit about one of the matches that are happening this evening in the city. In fact, Real Madrid welcoming Salzburg, and our very own Mr. Clinton Codd is at the Santiago Bernabeu. Clinton, how are you?
Well, I mean, I am very excited because I pretty much know what the scoreline is going to be in advance. I know that's going to be one of the questions you would be asking me, Clinton. What's the scoreline prediction? I am starting with that answer already. It's going to be 3-1 to Real Madrid. Vinicius is scoring a goal. Mbappe is scoring a goal. And maybe Mbappe is scoring again. Right, let's go into it.
I was actually going to ask you if you were doing any exploring. You're wearing that backpack like Dora. I'm joking, Clinton. All right, well, we've got the scoreline from you. You're very confident that Real Madrid are going to win. What are the vibes like at the Santiago Bernabeu? Have you seen any Salzburg fans? How are the Madridistas feeling? Tell us about it.
Well, I can't really speak so much about the Salzburg fans because the truth is they pretty much know what they are coming to get here. Now, fact is, most of the teams that come to play Real Madrid, they only just come to see the Madridistas and the stars that we come to celebrate. They know the best youngster in the world is playing for the club, Kylian Mbappe, and that's the only reason why they come. They know they are coming to lose. So, listen to me, right? The vibe is just amazing. The Madrid fans are very excited. When they were walking up to where the press guys were standing, you need to see how they were cheering. It was just Ala Madrid, Ala Madrid, Ala Madrid. So yeah, it's a very high spirit here.
Is that what Lille, AC Milan, and Liverpool all thought when they came to play Real Madrid? Or...
Right, let's talk about the present, man. Let's leave the past alone, Sarah, please.
We leave the past alone, then I better not hear you bring up a Getafe or Leganés match one more time for Barcelona because, mister, you are living in the past every day. All right, Clinton, let's go over...
No.
All right, I'm stopping right there. Let's go over the starting lineup for Real Madrid and Salzburg because we do have it here. So it is pretty standard. We have the front three of Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe, and Rodrigo. with a middle of Luka Modric getting back in the lineup here. Dani Ceballos and Jude Bellingham, and Valverde will be playing the left back alongside Raul Asensio, Rudiger, Ferland Mendy, and it's Courtois in between the sticks. Excuse me. So, do you think this is the strongest lineup Real Madrid have right now, or are we making some substitutions maybe for some tired legs here?
Well, I mean, honestly, Sarah, the truth is when I saw that lineup, I can't really complain. We understand that the coach is a magician on his own. He understands how the club works. Personally, if I was going to give a starting lineup for a Champions League, it may have been different. But then again, seeing Modric starting, you could clearly understand that he's coming with some level of experience for Real Madrid. He's played this kind of competition hundreds and hundreds of times. So it does make sense that he's starting. And obviously, Salzburg isn't the kind of team that Real Madrid should be thinking about bringing on the heavy youngsters like Tchouaméni or Camavinga, the rest of all these guys. Listen, it's going to be an easy one. It's not going to be like what Barcelona did yesterday. I understand that they did put up a proper game, but Real Madrid will not put their fans hanging somewhere thinking they've lost the match and then maybe do some kind of crazy comeback. Real Madrid will do it from the start. And listen, we would have no reason to have our hats high, like people who want to have some kind of conversion or something. It's going to be win straight from the start.
With Salzburg, though, Alex and Clinton, this is a must-win match for them. They need to win today, and they need to also win next week in order to hopefully advance. Obviously, it depends on what else happens across the matches today and next week. But, Clinton, it's a must-win match for them as well. Does that change any of your perspective at all, knowing that this is do or die for them? Because if they lose today, it's officially over. Their Champions League campaign is done.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you see, this is Champions League football. I've always said it that when it comes to this kind of competition, you just don't know what to expect. I mean, we've seen it so many times where teams you expect to be winning, they are probably being scored first, like what happened with Barcelona yesterday. Now, what will be happening on this one? I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know, Sarah. Anything could happen. These are people who are battling to stay in the competition. Now they will be putting up a fight. However, Real Madrid, on the other hand, they still need to win the game. And when you look at the caliber of players that we have in Real Madrid, Sarah, you pretty much know it's going to be a direct win. There is no two ways about it.
Alex, do you agree? Do you think Salzburg can get anything out of this, knowing what they have to lose?
No, I mean, it's been a poor start to the season for them. They sacked Pep Linders after what looked like they were building a good little project there. They've won their last three, well, they've unbeaten in their last four in the league, so they've pulled together a little bit of form. But when you look at the two sides and you compare the two, it is David and Goliath, and I really don't see Real Madrid losing this one. I think the quality of players that they have and the experience they have in nights like these, where, like you said, Real Madrid, 2 wins of their last 2 games, and they could find themselves in the top 8. They could be in contention for those top 8 spots. So Real Madrid know that they need to win these last 2 games against Brest and Salzburg, so they'll be up for it and motivated. And I really can't see this game going any other way than a Real Madrid win.
All right, well, Clinton gave us his 3-1 prediction right when we connected with him. Alex, can I get your prediction for this match before we let Clinton go?
I'm going to go 4-0 Real Madrid.
4-0. Clinton, he said, I'm doing one more from you. What do you think?
Ooh la la. I mean, this is one of these days I'm beginning to love Alex because, Alex can decide to go south when you don't expect him to go. But no, Alex, I would also agree with you. Now, fact is, like I said, it's almost like a must-win for Real Madrid. And do I see them winning it? Remember, Vinicius is on the pitch, Mbappe is on the pitch, Rodrigo is on the pitch, Bellingham is on the pitch. And when you look at our bench, when you think about the fact that we have the likes of Endrick, we have Brahim, I mean, come on, Sarah. Alex, this is... listen, even the Salzburg players, I'm sure they're only coming to... just celebrate the fact that they are seeing the likes of Mbappe and Vinicius on the pitch. And maybe after the game, after losing, they might be taking pictures with these youngsters.
I think, yeah, I agree with what Clinton said in terms of the quality for Real Madrid will be too much for Salzburg. And you do get the odd upset in football, but this really doesn't have upset written over it. And I think Real Madrid have what it takes to get the win.
Sarah, can we just see this young? Okay, I think they've now stopped. Now, but I just saw a few excited fans who I would have loved you guys to see. Okay, here they are. Look at them.
They Salzburg fans. All right, Clinton. Well, we'll let you enjoy the fans over there and enjoy. Oh, they are. Are they? Clinton, are those Salzburg fans?
I believe Salzburg fans. Are you a Salzburg fan? Sorry.
Where are you from?
No, are you a Salzburg fan?
No, I'm the commentator.
Okay, now he wants to interview me. Sorry, I
He's a
think I'll have to
Salzburg
let you guys go.
We found
because
Salzburg fans in the Bernabeu. All right, Clinton, well, enjoy them and enjoy the match. We'll try and connect with you at halftime.
Where are you from?
All right, no worries. Yeah, thank you very much, Sarah, and let's hope for a win for Real Madrid. Yeah. All right, then, bye. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Getting crazy outside the Bernabeu there. All right, Alex. Well, before we jump into yesterday's matches, we do have 2 live games right now. And as it stands, Shakhtar Donetsk are beating Brest 2-0. Surprisingly, but Shakhtar do need to win, similarly to Salzburg, both matches. And even with this current win right now, they still have yet to reach the top 24. So it'll come down to next week for them. Brest sitting comfortably in playoff contention, even with this loss. So I'm not too worried about them going down. And we also have Sporting losing right now to
Benjamin Šeško.
But who might be on his way to Arsenal?
Could be. It's looking less and less likely in this window, although Arsenal do have a little bit more time with the window ending in February this time around on the 3rd. So who knows? But a good result if they can pull this off for Leipzig. But we know Sporting, they're not dead and buried yet. There's still 25 minutes to go. So
yeah, and Leipzig unfortunately have already concluded their Champions League campaign. This is just for bragging rights, something for them. All right, we have some very good matches today, but let's just quickly touch on what happened yesterday because it was drama galore. We had Barcelona coming back in the final moments from Rafinha, losing 4-2, coming back to win the match 5-4. We had Atleti and Leverkusen. Atleti go down a man, Leverkusen score. Atleti draw the game, Leverkusen go down a man. It's 10 apiece, and in the final moments, it's Julian Alvarez. This is what the Argentine had to say post-match. I'm taking a little nap back there. Unfortunately, that was not the right clip that should have been played. That was Julian Alvarez receiving his MVP. We did have a clip of him doing an interview, but a little bit of technical problems here. Yeah, Julian Alvarez, man of the match here. Alvarez, Jesus. This is the day it's been. Julian Alvarez. He was brilliant yesterday for Atleti, but Alex, I was there, and I know you were watching this game as well, but I really felt like Leverkusen completely threw this away, and Diego Simeone had a masterclass yesterday.
It was a classic Atleti performance for them to play however long it was with 10 men, was it? It was over an hour, I want to say, and the dogged performance that we saw from them last night was a classic Simeone side, and by Leverkusen they really did throw it away. The amount of time that they played with the man advantage, the chances that they had, the way that they were controlling the game for large periods of it, it was a wasted opportunity for them. And I do think a really disappointing result for them. If they'd have got that win, that could have really pushed them up the table a little bit more and consolidated their spot there. But Atleti now 3rd in the table with that win, turning things around. This 15-game winning run that they went on. They obviously lost to Leganés at the weekend, but it was a brilliant performance from Atleti, and my, what a performance from Julian Alvarez. That first goal, to control it, to get it in the bottom corner, and then the second one to take it around the keeper. It was, I think Pep Guardiola might be watching that and thinking, I think I made a mistake there.
No kidding, especially with the way Man City are doing this season. But we spoke about this a little bit off air, but it was a little bit silly maybe of Xabi Alonso not to take off in Capier. The fact that he already had a yellow. He was getting bullied by the Atleti players. It was only a matter of time, really. And this is something that I said. This was what Diego Simeone told these guys to do. Keep pushing him, and eventually it did come. And we saw 10v10, and it played to Atletico's advantage.
It did, and yeah, they've got to be more savvy than that. Like you said, Xavi should have known better, should have taken him off, and it's one of those moments that I think he'll look back in his coaching career and he'll learn from it. He'll know that it's obviously a really important moment of the game, because if he takes him off and they stay with the man advantage, they could have picked off Atleti when they get tired, but they went down to 10 men, and then Atleti were the ones that picked Leverkusen off. So, yeah, a really poor mistake from Xabi Alonso there, and a missed opportunity for Leverkusen to get the 3 points, and I think they'll rue their mistakes last night.
I think so too. Well, right now Leverkusen are still in the top 8. They're 6, and they only have one more match. We say that, but then they're 13 points. Arsenal 13 points, but are playing this evening. Aston Villa 13 points. Inter 13 points, but they're playing this evening. Lille, Monaco, Brest in action right now. So it is hard to say, but I think Leverkusen will be able to bounce back and get into that round of 16. Yeah,
you look at that table though, if a win, they would have been third where Atleti are. That really would have consolidated their spot in the top 8, and when you see, obviously you should expect them to finish inside the top 8. I'd be surprised if they don't, but it would have just taken that pressure off them a little bit going into that last game, because football's a game where anything can happen and shock results can happen. So, yeah, I think I expect them to do the job and finish inside that top 8, but they're making life a little bit harder for themselves.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about that remontada from Barcelona, because you were here with Clinton and Chantal watching that match live. We saw your reaction when Rafinha scored the very late winner. But this was a match to me. I went home, I sat down, I watched the highlights, I was hearing things everywhere. This was a match to me, with all due respect to Benfica, that Barcelona was losing to themselves. We saw 2 very, very clear mistakes from Wojciech Szczesny. We saw Ronald Araujo score an own goal. As much as Benfica were able to capitalize on scoring that first goal in the opening 2 minutes, Barcelona were playing against themselves.
Yeah, they really didn't help themselves. And like you said, that moment between Alejandro Balde and Wojciech Szczesny.
Barcelona are lucky that Balde isn't injured.
We don't know, of course, in this situation. Szczesny could have been shouting, keeper's ball, get out of the way, and Balde didn't hear him. But in those cases, Balde's not going to be able to look back. Szczesny should have the presence of mind to move out of the way. The blame is always going to fall on him. And you talk about the own goal. It's little things that really don't help you. And I think generally as a whole, Barcelona, they did play well for some periods of the game, but Benfica knew what they had to do to pick them off, and they capitalised on the mistakes. Barcelona did have some luck of their own with Rafinha scoring a header from outside his own area.
Most bizarre goal.
A shoulder goal. I'm not sure how. I think that might be the first time someone scored outside the area with their shoulder.
Yeah.
So impressive, but very lucky. And I think it's these sort of results where Benfica will obviously be gutted and really disappointed with the loss. And you saw their manager on the pitch berating the players after the game, and it's just one of those ones where I think you just have to forget about it and move on, because they were 4-2 up. They should have held on to that
at home.
And at home, like you said, what a comeback from Barcelona. And I think for the neutral, the main takeaway from that, what a game. We had a brilliant night of football, and if you just said to me at 4-2 that Barcelona were going to go on and win 5-4, I would have said not a chance. But
I don't know if anyone had 9 goals in that match. Anyone predicted that. Rafinha, 22 goals and 11 assists so far this season. What do you make of his performance this season? Reminder, Mo Salah has 22 goals and 17 assists. So they're on level right now for goals. These are probably the 2 favourites for the Ballon d'Or as it stands. Yeah,
no, he's been really impressive. And you see, he doesn't just get involved in the goals. He puts in those key passes. He puts the crosses in. He works really hard. He's busy. He gets around on the pitch. He doesn't just stick to that left-hand side. He's in the middle. He does drift across to the right a bit. But he's so dangerous on that left-hand side. You saw the winning goal. For him to cut through the defence like that, keep the ball away from the defender, cut inside, finish past the keeper, quite a lot of players in that situation would have fired it at goal and not had the presence of mind to bring the keeper away from where he wanted to shoot and then just go across him. And it was a wonderful finish. And I think perhaps it encapsulates his season so far. Just unbelievable and really the cherry on the top of the cake for Barcelona.
Not to mention, I don't know if you saw after Lewandowski's penalty, the first penalty that drew the match for Barcelona after their slip-up and Benfica's early goal, when they were celebrating together, Rafinha was what looked like kind of getting the team back together, you know, kind of having some words with the teammates, but some motivation maybe. Like, he really is a leader on this team, on top of being so talented and so important.
He is. He's fantastic. And he, I think, really brings the other players in that squad together. And you look at Lamine Yamal, you look at Gavi, you look at the players that Barcelona have in that squad, to have Lewandowski, to have players with so much experience to be performing at their peak. It's brilliant for the young lads to see, not only to have that experience and that knowledge to pick their brains off, but just to be able to, I think that is quite often we see that with young players. We see Saka, all the pressure on his shoulders at Arsenal, perhaps not having that someone to take some of the weight of the game off him. Those players do it really well, and Barcelona have got a very good squad together.
Well, let's see how they do. They are one of two teams that have officially qualified into the round of 16. That can obviously change this evening with these matches. The other team being Liverpool, winning against Lille 2-1. We did see that match also very close. Just a fun fact here. Jonathan David, Canadian, has now scored against Liverpool, Juventus, Real Madrid, and Atletico. And obviously, as a fellow Canadian, for him, I think that's brilliant. And I really do hope that he gets a move out of Lille. I think he's been great with Lille, but I think he deserves to play on a higher level. I think he needs to get out of Liga because he's been absolutely brilliant in the Champions League and in Liga for them.
Yeah, and Lille did put up a fight. They went down to 10 men, were still able to pull things back to 1-1, but Liverpool, Harvey Elliott getting the goal, albeit I think a lucky goal if we look at the deflection, but every goal counts, and wow, Liverpool did the job. Wasn't the prettiest performance, but like we've said before, they get the results when they need to, and they're 3 points clear at the top still, ahead of Barcelona.
Yeah.
It's been a magnificent start to life in the Champions League for them. 7 wins from 7 games. It's hard to see them being stopped.
It is. Well, Barcelona and Liverpool sitting pretty, riding off into the sunset of the round of 16. Who will join them? Just an update on the Leipzig and Sporting game. Gyökeres has scored for Sporting, but moments later, we've seen Poulsen make it 2-1 for Leipzig. They are trying to hold on to this. So we'll keep you posted on that game. Still 2-0 to Shakhtar Donetsk. But Alex, let's get into the big one. This evening, we have several matches. I'll just go through them quickly. Real Madrid taking on Salzburg, PSG welcoming Man City, Spartak Praha taking on Inter, Arsenal, and Dinamo Zagreb. Celtic versus Young Boys, Feyenoord versus Bayern Munich, and Milan welcoming Girona. Alex, we have to start with one of the biggest matches in all of the Champions League. Maybe not this season, but we'll have to see what happens. It's Paris welcoming Man City. Let's go through the lineups, Alex, and then see what we have to say here. Man City, Ederson back in between the sticks for Man City, Vardiol, Ruben Diaz, Akanji, and Mateus Nunes. It'll be Bernardo Silva and Kovacic holding midfielders with KDB playing that number 10 role, and Savinho, Haaland, and Phil Foden up front. Before we get into PSG here, we saw the likes of Akanji, Ruben Diaz, and Ederson all making a return here for City.
I mean, just at the right time, really. With just under 4 months to go in the season, these are 2 of their key players, 2 of their best defensive players, and perhaps a saving grace for Guardiola coming into this window. And well, they've enforced the squad with a few more signings with Vitor Reis, and obviously Omar Marmoush should be over the line sooner rather than later. And well, to have those 2 back is brilliant for Barcelona. We know how good they are, the quality that they have in that defence, and I think he would be upset if they weren't back for this last part of the season. And I think, a good piece of news for Manchester City there ahead of a really important game against PSG. It won't be a walkover.
Well, no, I don't think it will be. But no Marmoush, no Kusanov, and no Reyes in the lineups as substitutes just yet. Maybe we'll see it on the weekend against Chelsea.
Possibly.
For Luis Enrique's side, we have Donnarumma, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pacho, Nuno Mendes, Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha, João Neves, Lee, Doué, and Bradley Barcola. Ousmane Dembele not getting into the squad here, Alex.
On the bench. I know he's had his tuffles with Luis Enrique, and I'm sure this is a tactical decision. Ousmane Dembele is one of those players where we know how much potential he has and the talent that he has, but he's never really had that run of form, that season where he's put the world on notice and people have gone, wow, Ousmane Dembele, one of the best players in the world. So it's disappointing to see him not being able to get a run of games together with good form. And PSG, I said Man City, it won't be a walkover for Man City, but PSG will have their work cut out tonight if they want to get a result. They have to win their last 2 games if they want to have any resemblance of hope, not having to rely on other teams' results to qualify for that top 24. And I said this morning, speaking to our friends at Sporty FM, that if they don't qualify for that top 24, I think this might be the end of the road for Luis Enrique in Paris.
We were talking about how, well, actually, these are your famous kind of words for City, that I will mathematically not rule them out until I can, basically, right? We've noticed that City are now 6 games unbeaten across all competitions. Now you have the likes of Ederson back in the lineup, Ruben Diaz, Akanji. Their new signings will likely be here maybe this weekend, but by next week, I'd say. Is City turning a corner here? And is this maybe the perfect night to prove it?
Yes, I think so. You look at their last results, like you said, they're unbeaten in their last 6 games across all competitions. They obviously had that game against Salford, which was a big confidence boost, but they got that big win against Ipswich at the weekend. They beat Leicester, beat West Ham. They had that minor slip up against Brentford, but they definitely look like they're back on the right track. And I think Pep Guardiola has managed to iron out whatever he thought went wrong. I'm still not quite sure myself what went wrong with that Manchester City team, and it's been the surprise of the season. And we look back to their recent Champions League performance against Juventus and how poor they were and how short of the mark they were. And, well, a lot has changed since then. Kyle Walker looks like he's off to Italy on loan for the rest of the season. They've brought in those players that we talked about. Omar Marmoush will be a massive boost for that squad. And I'll say it until the cows come home. Man City are still my favourites to win the Premier League.
Heard it here first. Let us know what you guys think watching on YouTube. If you agree with Alex Ashmore, I know there's a couple Liverpool fans in there. So tell us what you guys think. PSG also in good form in Liga, but obviously not so much in the Champions League. As it stands for both these sides, PSG are currently outside of the top 24. They are in 26th with 7 points. Mind you, Man City not too much ahead of them. 24th place, 8 points, 1 point ahead of PSG. This is do or die for these two teams. They need to win both games today and next week to hopefully just get into a playoff position. I don't think either of these two sides are getting into the top 8.
No.
So this is going to be do or die. This is obviously at the Parc des Princes, but I'm actually leaning towards Manchester City.
Oh, I'm leaning to Manchester City.
Okay.
I have no doubts that they'll win.
No doubts.
You look at PSG's performances in the Champions League. They went to Arsenal. They didn't really put up a fight. They were quite, not convincingly, I think it was only 2-0, but I think they lacked a lot that evening, and you never saw them getting a result over Arsenal. And we've seen them disappoint year after year in the Champions League. They spend hundreds and hundreds of millions of euros on players, and they had that team with Messi, Neymar and Mbappe, and they still weren't able to win the Champions League. They got to the final in 2020. They're never quite there in Europe, and they've always been that, close but no cigar, as we say in England. And you look at the team, and they have so many good players in that squad, so many good youngsters, so many good experienced players, but they're all, I think this has been the big problem, all very good individual players, but as a squad, never seem to be able to gel together and put together a mean team.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them lose to Arsenal. They've lost to Atletico. They've lost to Bayern. They drew PSV. They've had a really poor Champions League campaign. Again, I feel it's always the same thing, but now with this new format, it's almost more detrimental to them. And I do feel like this is probably a bad time to be playing City, who are seemingly turning a corner here. They have players returning. They have new players coming in the January transfer window. It seems like they're able to string a few games along. And the fact that it's in Paris doesn't even make me feel like that's giving PSG an advantage. Yes, I know Bradley Barcola is a stunning rising star here. You have Desiree Doué. The midfield is comprised of three incredible players in Ruiz, Vitinha, and João Neves. But I also think that the experience from the Man City players is going to play a factor here. You know, you have players like Ruben Dias, you have Akanji, you have Bernardo Silva, Ederson, KDB. These are all players, I mean Erling Haaland as well, that have all played in the Champions League, that have come back from games, that have won, you know, a treble. They know how to win these games.
Yeah, they do. And you look at PSG, you mentioned the fact that they're at home. It doesn't play into my prediction for the game whatsoever. You look at their form in the Champions League at home. They've played 3, they've won 1, drawn 1 and lost 1. Scored 3 goals, conceded 3 goals. Saw that game against Girona at the beginning of the season. They were lucky to come away with 3 points.
Escaped by,
they were really lucky. If it wasn't for Paulo Gazzaniga's mistake at the end there, they would have come away with a point. And it's always been the case, I think, with the Parc des Princes. It's a brilliant atmosphere. You see the fans there; they get really into it, and they're singing, they're backing their team for 90 minutes. But it's never one of those stadiums where you think of in the Premier League, St James's Park. You think of these cauldrons that you're going to go to, Selhurst Park as well. Anfield has been known to be a really good atmosphere. Celtic Park, you think of other European stadiums, Galatasaray, Fenerbahce. Going to PSG as a player, I'm not, as an away player, I'm not thinking about that crowd too much. I think it's a game where I'm looking at, and I think I can get a result here. And especially if you're Man City, you're used to playing at grounds and atmospheres that are much more ferocious than that. So Man City have the tools to get the win, and I believe it will be a convincing win. They'll have to work for it, but a convincing win for Man City.
Scoreline prediction?
I'm going to go 2-0.
2-0?
2-0.
Okay. I'm going to go 3-1. I think PSG will manage to score a goal, but I don't think it'll be enough. Let's see. Let's see what Manchester City or PSG can do. Let's move along to Arsenal in action against Dinamo Zagreb. Now, I know Arsenal have been getting a lot of hate in the Premier League. A lot of people are very frustrated with the way they have been playing. They're not convincing. Mind you, they're still tied for second in the Prem. And
fifth in the Champions League.
They're fifth in the Champions League, and they've been doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Bit of a slow start. They were playing Inter Milan their first game. That was a draw. I know it was a little bit boring, but they're still doing well. And now they're playing Dinamo Zagreb, who are 25th. I don't think this is going to be a problem for Arsenal at the Emirates as well. I mean, I don't know if that is playing more of an advantage or less these days. But let's go through the starting lineup for the Gunners. David Raya, Timber, Kivior, Gabriel, and Zinchenko across the back. Odegaard, Jorginho, Declan Rice, and it'll be a front three comprised of Raheem Sterling, Kai Havertz, and Gabriel Martinelli. Let's break that front three down, because Arsenal have such a depletion in their squad right now with injuries that not really much they can do.
No, I think I look back to the performance against Tottenham Hotspur in the North London derby midweek. Raheem Sterling on that right-hand side was really poor, and I think his performance that night really showed what Arsenal are lacking without Noneri and without Saka. Havertz, I've always said this about Kai Havertz, he has his moments, but he's not a striker that's going to get you 30 or 40 goals in a season. Martinelli, again, has his moments, but he's very inconsistent. It's the goals for Arsenal. I think that's probably what annoys and frustrates Arsenal fans the most, is they have, as a club, they have the facilities, they have the power as a club to go and sign these players from clubs that they'll think, I want to play for Arsenal, I want to play in Champions League games, I want to challenge for Premier League titles, but they're not willing to spend. They don't seem to be willing to spend the big bucks. And they were rumoured. They've been linked with Gyökeres. They've been linked with Isak in the past 18 months. They've been linked with Osimhen. But these are all links. They never come to anything concrete. And that is the big thing for me with this Arsenal squad is the goals. And I don't think it'll be a problem tonight. I think they'll get the win. But when they come to the latter stages, we saw them last season, they got knocked out by Bayern Munich. It's in those big games, who are the players that are going to come up in the big moments? And I look at that squad, Odegaard and Saka are the only two, and Saka's injured. So worrying for Arsenal when it gets to the latter stages, but I can see them getting the job done tonight.
Yeah, and you said that, you mentioned they were 5th, but they also haven't played their 7th match yet.
I think they're 3rd with a win.
So they could be in 3rd with a win. Now, they wouldn't be qualified mathematically just yet because there are several teams that we do need to see what happens to them this evening. But they'd be in a pretty good position that they would likely qualify in the top 8 and not have to play that knockout phase football, which I think so many clubs are trying to avoid right now. I mean, if I'm a coach of one of the teams, it's almost like hopefully you make it or you don't, because those extra games at this point, with all the injuries we've seen this year, another 2 matches, you don't want it.
And also, you're not guaranteed to go through.
No.
Yes, you may play a weaker team, but you look at some of the teams that are down towards the bottom of that qualification zone, you could getting drawn against Real Madrid or Manchester City. So you really don't want to risk finishing in the top 24 if you're in that top 8. Arsenal get the win tonight and they go to 16 points. And I think that will be what Arteta is trying to relay to his players tonight. It is so important that they get the win for like you said, the games that they have to play, the games coming up. They're obviously out of the FA Cup, but they've still got a Premier League title to fight for. They've still got a second leg against Newcastle at St James's Park in the Carabao Cup. So to reduce the amount of games for them coming into what they will want to be, hopefully a trophy-winning season, they're going to have to finish inside that top 8.
Sorry, just speaking with our producer off here a little bit. And a good thing for Arsenal tonight is that Ethan Nwaneri is back as a substitute. A little bit of a shining light for them with all their injuries. So we could potentially see the youngster get some minutes just to kind of bring him back into the squad. Yeah,
I mean, I've been delighted with Ethan Nwaneri this season. I think he's been one of the standout youngsters in the Premier League this season. He's a delight to watch on the ball. You can see him on that right. He drifts into that number 10 role. He's one of those players that it reminds you of Emile Smith-Rowe back when he was coming through with Sara at Arsenal. He's fearless on the ball. He's going to take on players. He's willing to take those shots. He's going to play that risky pass. In a way, kind of reminds me of Lamine Yamal when you look at how they are on the ball, the skills they have, and he's a mini version of Saka in that way. And brilliant for Arsenal to have him back on the bench. And if they can get him back to full fitness soon enough, hopefully he can play a part in the latter stage of this Champions League, because you never like to see these young players injured. We want to see them playing, and hopefully this is the start of a good run of form for him.
I hope so as well. Comparing Ethan Nwaneri to Lamine Yamal, there's a first for everything. All right, yes, we've gone over Real Madrid and Salzburg, PSG and Man City, Arsenal and Dinamo Zagreb. Shall we move along to Milan and Girona? Because I think this one might be a little bit more interesting than some may think. Because even though Girona are very close to the bottom of the table here, sitting 31st out of 36, only 3 points, Milan have been so disappointing this season.
They have.
Let's go through the lineups and then we'll break this one down. Mike Maignan for Milan, Emerson, Pavlovic, Gabia, and Teo Hernandez. Fofana, Benacer, Musa, Reinders, Rafael Leao, and it's Morata up top. For Girona, it's Gazzaniga, Blind. I don't even want to try and...
I'm going to go with Krejci.
Okay, I'm going to back you for Krejci. David Lopez, Alejandro Frances, Van de Beek, Oriol Romeo, Herrera, Bryan Gil, Saigonov, and Abel Ruiz up front for the Catalan side. Now, when you look at these teams and you look at these players, you would say, if there was no Champions League prior to this, oh, this is going to be a game where Milan are going to win. But Milan this season have been one of the most inconsistent and disappointing teams. And it saddens me because I really like these players. There are some players that they're so fun to watch. We've seen the best out of Christian Pulisic. We've seen the best out of Tijani Reinders. Mike Maignan might be one of the best keepers. I mean, he's definitely the top 3 in world football. But they cannot get it together. Obviously, Sergio Conceição just came in as a manager. He's only had, I think, 4 games as the coach for the Rossoneri. But, Alex, I am not confident going into this match that I can say Milan are going to win.
It's been a really mixed bag for AC Milan. Like you said, you look at their last 10 games, they've beaten Juventus, they've beaten Inter Milan, they've beaten Real Madrid this season. They've got some massive wins, but then they've drawn with Cagliari, they've drawn with Genoa, they lost to Atalanta, they lost to Juve. it just seems to be one of those seasons that you go for a 3-game winning streak and then you go through a 3-game losing streak. It's been really inconsistent for AC Milan. You see them trying to stay in contention for a top 4 finish, but that was a loss to Juve in their most recent league game that was really important for them to get the result in, and they didn't. We've seen them in the Champions League. I think they're a safe bet for a top 24 finish, but it's been a real mixed bag for AC Milan. Hopefully, Conceição can turn things around for them because they need to start picking up results. Otherwise, they could find themselves in a little bit of danger.
Well, they are 15th right now. They have 12 points, but it all depends on what could happen with Feyenoord this evening, with Real Madrid this evening, with Celtic, with Man City, Dinamo Zagreb. There are a couple teams that could push AC Milan into a little bit more of a danger zone. Meanwhile, Girona, another team that was, I think we had a lot more hope for them with the way they played in La Liga last season, of course, qualifying for the Champions League. And it just hasn't gone their way because Girona, similarly to... who is it? Brentford that we always reference in the Premier League as a scouting club. No, it's Brighton. Brighton. Sorry. Similarly to Brighton, it constantly getting picked. They got picked apart, and they're now 8th in La Liga, which I think is still great for them. But it's a bit unfortunate. We saw them so strong last season, and then with so many players leaving, it's a little hard to maintain that level. Yeah,
it is. And you look at their last 10 results again. I lost to Sturm Graz. They drew with Villarreal. They lost to Real Madrid. They lost to Liverpool. They had that strange game in the Copa del Rey against Logroñés. They lost to Sevilla. 3 wins in their last 10 across all competitions. It's been a disappointing season. I think Girona fans always knew it was going to be difficult and different to last season. Last season was a once in a blue moon. They might do, but not for a while are they going to be competing with Real Madrid and Barcelona for a title like they were last season up until around this time. I think for Girona, they've got to go out and just play their best football and hope for the best because AC Milan are a strong side, and if they play well on their day, they can get a good result. But I'm not hopeful for Girona tonight.
AC Milan, I think, need the win more, but it will be a situation like maybe Brest versus Shakhtar Donetsk, where they're going for bragging rights and they're just wanting a big win against a big club. Street Fighter here says conceding 2 goals against Juventus must be the most disappointing part of Milan this season. I don't think you're wrong. Honestly, they drew Juve in October, and then they lost them, obviously, this past weekend. And Juve have been another disappointing side. Just the amount of draw. And I'm sorry for all of you at home that are a Juventus fan, but I feel for them because it is really boring football. It's stagnant.
It is. 8 wins, 13 draws in the league. That's not the sort of football you want to be watching. I think it's obviously a perfect potion, and you can't always get this right, but you want to be playing nice football and you want to be getting results. Sometimes you have to grind out those 1-0 wins, those 1-1 draws. You have to play ugly in a way. But it seems to be that Juventus have not been playing ugly. I think that's an unfair way of saying it, but I think they've not been playing the most expansive brand of football. And, it comes to a point where you think they get the results. They obviously beat AC Milan at the weekend, a really important result in their chase for the top 4. But Thiago Motta, you look at his Bologna side last season, they were trailblazers in that instance where they got into the Champions League. Bologna getting a good result last night against Borussia Dortmund. So it's one of those ones where, if I was a Juve fan, I wouldn't be thrilled with how it's gone this season. They're 5th in the Champions League. In the Serie A. They're looking like they could. I don't think they'll finish in the top 8, but they'll probably finish in that top 24. But it's not been the most exciting.
Definitely not. Well, just to wrap up the 2 games that kicked off earlier this evening, Leipzig did win against Sporting 2-1, while Brest beat Shakhtar Donetsk 2-0. So we have some bottom-of-the-table teams trying to make a last-minute run, or just to try and get some revenge. But we do have Gary Smith joining us from Accra. Our Arsenal resident is here. Now, though we talked about Arsenal, we will circle back. Just for you, Gary, how are we feeling today?
We have to win. That's how we are feeling.
It's always the same. It's a nervous, we must win. We must win. All right, Gary, we went through the lineup.
It's going to be like that till the end of the season.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like that till the end of the season.
You're going to be
you
saying
know,
that every
so,
week, Gary.
Yeah.
Well, Gary,
Yep.
a
Until
win.
we put in some consistency in place. And you were saying a win can.
Put you guys into third place. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's very good. Then one match left.
No.
I don't know if you've seen the lineup yet, but if you have, what are your thoughts on it? Obviously, we've seen a little bit rotation in the back.
Just checking the lineup.
You've got
I'm probably
Timber,
gonna mention
Kivior,
it, please.
Gabriel, and Zinchenko across the back four there.
Say that again.
All right, here we go. Timber, Kivior, Gabriel, and Zinchenko.
I heard you the first time.
He's even more nervous now.
Look, we've only conceded 2 goals so far, although we've managed to convert, those 2 setbacks into a defeat, and a goalless draw. Still, we have a trip to Girona, who are 30th. We have a place in the knockout stages within our grasp, all right? And we have Calafiori and Nwaneri back from injury, which is a bonus. So with that context, it's not too bad, a lineup.
There's not a butt coming in there.
I know. I gave him a moment because I wasn't sure. Obviously, up front, Raheem Sterling back in the lineup. Alex and I were saying that there's not many people to pick from right now. Obviously, injury galore at Arsenal. But Havertz, Martinelli, and Raheem Sterling. Do you think it'll be enough for Arsenal to get the win this evening against Girona, who, let's remember, they only have 3 points of 6 matches?
Against Dinamo Zagreb, you mean, right?
Sorry, Dinamo Zagreb. Sorry, you said Girona, then it was in my head. I'm watching Girona over here. It's too much football, Gary.
Yeah, sorry. So, if it's not enough, we have Tierney, Partey, Trossard, Merino, Calafiori on the bench. That should be all right. Anyone area on the bench. That should be enough.
It almost sounds like you are confident, Gary, that Arsenal will get the 3 points this evening.
That's why my first comment was, we got to win.
We got to win.
I mean, Dinamo Zagreb are 25th, on the table. I know stranger things have happened this Champions League season, God knows. But if we can't put a win, in the context of how the season has gone and is going, this is the sort of game that we should win ahead of the weekend. We absolutely have to win. Yeah.
Scoreline prediction?
Oh, 2-0.
I actually think
scratch
that as
that.
well.
3-0.
3-0.
I had 2-0. I was thinking just a solid 2-0. 3-0. Okay, a confident win at the Emirates, Gary. Let's see if your prediction will be right. Let's talk a little bit about PSG and Man City just from your perspective, because we did speak about it as well. But obviously, this is the so-called match of the evening. 2 heavy hitters, maybe not so much in the Champions League, but of course, we know these names very well. And Alex and I are both favoring Man City heavily. And it also seems like all of you on YouTube, I've been watching the comments coming through, and it is very heavily sided with Manchester City and Pep Guardiola. Are you on that train as well, Gary?
Yeah, I mean, despite the fact that it's 26th versus 24th, being PSG and Man City respectively, we have to remember that City are in the last of the playoff spots currently, and they are still 1 point ahead of PSG. So whoever loses this one, if indeed either side does, will be in serious danger of elimination. And City, let's look at the games that they have next week, right? City have Club Brugge at home to Club Brugge, and PSG are going away at Stuttgart. This game needs to be won by whoever is serious about going through. So, yeah, I think with the starting lineups I'm looking at, it's a quite strong starting lineup for PSG, but when is it not in this Champions League? They just seem unable to put things together. Even their bench is not bad. Mm-hmm. They have Kempembe, Goncalo Ramos, Dembele, Asensio, Hernandez, Zaire Emery.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. Yeah. And City have also a decent starting lineup. Matheus Luiz, Akanji, Diaz, Fadio, Silva, Kovacic, Foden, De Bruyne, Savio, Haaland. Should be a good game.
What a team,
except
mate.
that these two... Well, yeah, exactly, yeah.
And
yeah, so I'm also in the City camp as well. I think PSG, even though they are playing at home, they are quite brittle confidence-wise. They are quite shorn of spirit, and I think City will do the business. I think so.
We mentioned that this is a must-win for both sides, but like Gary mentioned, City have Club Brugge next week. But just to go over this again, City play Chelsea this weekend. Next weekend, they play Arsenal. Then they play Leyton Orient on February 8th. They play Newcastle on February 15th. Liverpool on February 23rd. Tottenham on February 26th. Forest on March 8th. This is actually getting rid of Brighton on March 15th. And then it seems like they have a little bit of a lull with Leicester, United, Crystal Palace. City is about to go through, and just if they do this, I don't ever want any more questions about Pep Guardiola, because this is difficult for any team. Not to mention a team that has gone through some serious turmoil. And yes, you can say January transfer window, but listen, if they take advantage of it versus a team like Arsenal, Gary, that are in desperate need of a striker. You can't blame them. It is going to be very telling what City are able to pull off, but I think this win against PSG, if they are able to get it, will send them in the right direction. It'll give them that boost heading into a very, very difficult couple of weeks.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if Pep pulls this out of the hat, then well, I mean, it's not that he's not already. Yeah, it's not that he's not already in the good conversation, but I mean, after everything they've been through, if they come out of this and finish even second in the Premier League, we really need to ask questions of the other teams in the league.
And Arsenal is the first one.
Exactly. You know.
You know what's coming for you, Gary.
And then in the Champions League. But, you know, City are in a spot where, if I look at the way they are retooling, they are reloading their guns with all these very strategic signings, not big name signings, but players who seem like they're hungry enough. And the thing about the signings this time is they seem like players willing to die for Pep. You know, like Omar Mamouche seems like a player who's going to run through walls for the guy. And then they've got Kujanov, who has bucket loads to prove to himself, to Uzbekistan. You know, he been the first Uzbeki player to be playing in the Premier League, and all that stuff. You know, like, he needs to fight for his position, but he's come at just the right time because confidence is low, so the bar is low. If he puts in anything above a normal shift, he's getting in there. You can't go wrong like that, you know. So, yeah, I see them, especially in the Champions League, quietly clambering up the table with a couple of good back-to-back performances. But then again, who knows how deep the culture of defeatist or the defeatist mentality has gone in the dressing room, and anything can happen. But I'm quietly expecting a small Pep revival, not fiery enough to upend Arsenal off the table in the Premier League, but.
All right, well, let's see what happens between Manchester City and PSG tonight. Arsenal and Dinamo Zagreb, Real Madrid and Salzburg. Lots and lots of football. Coming up right after this on Sporty TV, we do have the EFL Championship, Plymouth Argyle versus Burnley. But don't you worry at home. Alex, myself, and Lucas will be joining you for a watch-along where we will be following Man City and PSG and Real Madrid and Salzburg. But I'm sure we'll have eyes on all the games, Alex, as per usual. So please join us on YouTube. We will be there. Guys, lots and lots of Champions League football. We'll be back again, same time, same place tomorrow. And until then, as always, enjoy the football. Gary, please.
Aguero.
Tímido.
Guay vas. Entonces me quito esto, da igual.
¿Sí?
This is not on.
¿Mm? Sí, tengo el micro. Everyone. We are here.
You're back.
Watch along.
Well, Alex is back.
Yeah, I'm back. Two different people with me today. You all know Sara. And you may recognise Lucas as well. Lucas,
Yeah?
first time on the Sporty Corner, but you've been on the Sporty Show before.
Yes, I've been twice.
Rain in Paris tonight. Madre mia.
I've been twice on the Sporty Show.
Kvaratskhelia in the stands.
Woof.
What? Can I have
Watching
We've got
PSG.
a watch along of a whole host of different games tonight. We've got Paris Saint-Germain against Man City, Real Madrid against Salzburg, and we've got, well, we're going to be watching Arsenal against Dinamo Zagreb and AC Milan against Girona. Which games are you guys going to be watching mostly? I think I've got my eyes on Man City PSG.
I think so too.
Nah, for me it's
And
only Real Madrid.
Real Madrid Salzburg. Some big games.
Oh, we don't have Arsenal though.
We will have Arsenal.
We will.
We will have Arsenal. Arsenal, of course, playing in Croatia.
Games are starting.
Games are starting. We've already got a goal. Arsenal 1-0 up against Dinamo Zagreb.
Oh,
Declan Rice.
Wow, Gary!
Guy
where
will
are
be
you?
happy with that one.
that's a quick one.
First goal of the night. Arsenal 1.
Let's give
Girona,
Gary a text.
nil.
Wow. Well, let's see what Gary says. Send him a little WhatsApp. No, right. Well, you
Kai Havertz with the assist.
Woof. There you go. Kai Havertz.
watch Real Madrid for a lot of goals, Mark and Day.
There you
I
go.
actually think City and PSG might have a lot.
Oh, there we go. They were going to watch the goal.
Oh, perfect.
There we go.
Also, Man City attacking already.
Hey. Well,
Are
hey.
you coming? Wow, we have a.
Oh,
What a
nice
goal.
volley.
Good goal. Good
Nice
goal.
volley from Declan Rice.
Declan Rice.
So don't worry, Arsenal fans, there's not going to be a VAR
No.
review
Right.
here.
We've already got. That's our first goal of the night. We had to wait a while for the game to get going, apart from Benfica and Barcelona, which was already 1-1 at this point, I think.
That one was. Yeah, that was a crazy one.
Pretty good game.
33 goals across 9 matches yesterday. Of course, 9 of them came with Barcelona and Benfica. But
Yeah.
let's see if we can beat it today. Goal galore. Gary always says the first night is the night with the most goals. And it has happened, I think, every single match day in the Champions League so far.
Really?
Yeah. Tuesdays are always the days with the most goals. Yeah.
So precise, that volley from Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Got someone down already for AC Milan.
Oh, no.
Emerson Royale. Still 0-0 around the grounds.
Will likely be Kyle Walker shortly.
Kyle Walker. Imagine.
All right, I gotta stick to one game here.
I'm sticking to 4 at the same time.
It's
My
so
brain
hard.
is going crazy right now.
Yeah.
Girona with a chance here. Ball in. Ball in. No.
Absolutely nothing.
Predictions for Real Madrid Salzburg, Lucas?
The last time that you asked me this was for the Real Madrid AC Milan,
Oh, so do it again.
and I got it wrong. I said, what did I say? Like 2-3-1 for Real Madrid, and they
Yeah.
got battered. So, 4-0 Real Madrid.
4-0 Real Madrid.
I think
Alright.
it's exactly the same that you said in the show.
I'm going to go 4-0.
3-1.
3-1 to Real Madrid.
I think Salzburg are gonna. I think they have to score for themselves. I also think we've seen many teams score against Real Madrid, so I think, yeah, I think they'll score, but I don't think Real Madrid will lose this game.
I like
no
seeing
chance.
Fede Valverde playing a role in that defence.
Wow, Calabria on for Emerson Royale. 4 minutes into the match there. That is not going to be good for Sergio Ponce's outside. Lucas, your favorite, Saganov. Remember when we played that game?
My favorite what? Sorry.
Your favorite,
Oh,
Saganov.
Oh, Sigankov. Oh my God. No.
You
no,
remember?
Yeah. I mean, I did myself dirty there. In the end.
I don't think you did.
Yeah.
I think I got lucky. I literally asked how to spell his name and went
So-
for a Ukrainian team based on.
Should we give our audience some context on the
We were
Yeah.
playing.
Game.
What's it called? Is it called something?
follow the sequence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, chance for Girona. You have to name a club and then a player that played for that club, and then it continues by naming a club after, and so on and so forth. So, you start off friendly. You say players like,
Kylian
Jack Grealish or sure, whatever.
Easy one.
Yeah, and then Lucas eventually it was Lucas and I in the final, and Lucas went for, I can't even say his name properly.
Sigankov.
Sigankov.
So it was Girona. No, it was first. I think it was Dobic, Artem Dobic.
Yes.
It was Rome, Artem Dobic,
Yeah.
Girona, and then I said Sigankov.
And then I asked you how to spell his name because I thought I'm for sure out. And
She
I
didn't
went,
even know.
I went
Sigankov.
Dinamo Kiev because I heard a, Eastern European, more Russian, Ukrainian sounding last name. And,
It was
that's
a
what
fantastic
happens
guess.
when you are a woman of the world and you are cultured.
I mean, I guess that if you have to say a team that plays in Ukraine, you're going to say Dinamo Kiev.
Yeah.
So, well,
Shakhtar Donetsk.
yes, but I think the first one that you think of is like the capital city of Ukraine.
It's true. It's true.
Ones that you don't know or any of the teams of the country pop up in your mind. So, yeah, I mean, I couldn't do anything after that Dinamo Kiev guess.
I couldn't do anything.
No?
Are we just live on YouTube?
We are live on YouTube. We should be on Facebook and all the other social medias.
Is there a possibility that we have?
That is literally, you read my mind, Lucas.
It's not possible, is it?
What?
We are.
Oh, here we are on Twitter. Hello, friends to Twitter. Just open it
Send
up
us in your
up.
predictions, guys.
Yeah, send us in the chat. We'll read them. Same with you guys on YouTube. We got both going right now. Markinde says 5-0 to Real Madrid. Mbappe, 4 goals. Woo-loo-loo.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
All right, guys, send us your predictions for the games and we'll read them out. Any game you like. As mentioned, we have Arsenal, Dinamo Zagreb, PSG, City, Milan, Girona, and Real Madrid and Salzburg on, but we are keeping eyes across all matches of Champions League this evening.
That Man City kit is horrible.
Yeah, it's shocking.
They're playing with
I'm not a
the
fan.
third kit, and it's it's a mixture of colors, and it's yellow, blue, pink,
I don't like it.
grey in some places of the kit. I don't understand it.
No,
There's not any bias coming from that statement.
No, absolutely not biased, not at all.
for those of you who don't know, Lucas is also a Manchester United fan.
A big Manchester United fan.
Big Manchester United fan.
All of the Manchester United fans that are on the chat, please say hi.
I don't think they'll be watching, but they're tomorrow too.
Yeah, they're Thursday night.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Salzburg started well. They've been putting some pressure on Real Madrid.
Arsenal in the box. Could they do it again? Whoa! Oh my God! It's like no one can clear it. There's Luis Figo at the Parc des Princes, overlooking the Man City PSG game. It's not on the attack.
Oh, handball, no? I
I think that's.
thought I saw a handball there from the Dinamo Zagreb defender in the box.
The referee seems to be aware of it.
Let's
Have a
see.
look at this.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a handball. wasn't
yeah,
it?
but it comes from a rebound though. From who though?
From
Oh, no.
Havertz, I think.
This could be checked.
I think it should be checked.
Ruben Diaz just picked up a yellow from Man City. First game back.
So Dinamo Zagreb defender.
Fabio Cannavaro, man.
Of all people.
And can you guys let us know on YouTube if our sound
Yes,
is
I saw
bad?
that.
Fabio Cannavaro.
Sound is bad.
I'm hearing that our sound is bad. For those of you on YouTube, can you let us know? Otherwise, producers, if you're listening, apparently our sound is not very good.
Good sound also. Maybe it's
It says,
mine or.
no, not specific. I think it's overall. Net Smock says Man City win 3-2. Dose Wisdom says 3-2 to Real Madrid. Question for Sarah is how many country can you name? I don't think we have enough time for that. I told him I was the woman of the world and got excited.
I can name you 4.
Maybe. I
Imagine.
don't. The sound,
That's only that Scotland, Wales, as countries.
oh, okay.
Macho.
Oh, Salzburg with a great shot.
De Arsenal en la esquina y solo Arsenal.
Salzburg just had an amazing chance
Es posible.
to score the first goal of the match against Real Madrid.
Vale, gracias.
Look at this,
The
Alex.
shot
This
went
breakaway.
just wide, nearly hitting the post.
Oh, he was left all alone.
Oh, what a shot that was.
Did Courtois get a touch on that?
No, he didn't.
Oh, another chance there for me. I'm sorry, we keep switching what game is here.
Yeah, this one is the multi-football.
Oh,
Nice. It's a good save from Palo Gazzaniga there.
yeah, it sounds. Well, I'm hearing that our audio is getting worse. You sound like Batman. Batman. Gotham.
I was about to do a Bane impression, but I stopped myself.
We have fun. We have fun. Apparently it's getting worse.
Oh.
Yeah.
So from the first 10
We're
minutes.
trying to fix our.
Oh, AC Milan.
How did that not
Nice
go?
save from Gazzaniga there. I've only seen Salzburg attacking in these first 10 minutes against Real Madrid.
Yeah, it's been all Salzburg at the moment, actually. Chance there. I don't think Courtois got a touch on that. The corners in 2 of the games. I know.
Nice to
So it's the same game.
They keep switching this game.
That's what happens. Looks like a cold, wet night in Paris.
Looks like the Barcelona match last night.
Yeah, I was tipping it down in Lisbon.
Wow.
No goals yet, apart from the Arsenal goal. Declan Rice still waiting on a goal in the other games as Man City come on the attack here. Ball across. Haaland plays it back in. Falls to. Oh.
Big save for Donnarumma.
Big chance for Man City over there.
Inter are 1-0 up against Sparta Praha. Lautaro Martinez.
Lautarito.
Second goal of the night for the Champions League games that we've got.
But
Okay,
we
for the
have.
Arsenal match.
Yeah,
Okay, no worries.
No, but what about the sound?
el sonido mal.
There's. Why? You want me to come to you? No, but they said all of us. Ah, okay. Oh, yep. Come with me.
It's quite interesting, Alex, because we're watching a Man City, well, PSG Man City, and we would say that this is like, it could be even a semi-final of the Champions League. And when we look at the standings at the table, Man City are 24th currently, and PSG 25th in elimination zone. Such a shocking image.
It is. I mean, Man City have been very disappointing over the last 2 months. They're slowly picking up results again now. PSG have always been that team that never, I don't know, they never seem to get going in Europe. I said this on the show, they spend so much money, but they never quite get there. They got to the final in 2020 when they
Lucas,
lost to
go
Bayern
over here.
Munich. But
I'm not all of you guys seeing my little heating pad that I sit on. No worries, boys
PSG
and
are
girls.
an AB team.
There's the Inter goal, by the way. We're just seeing now Lautaro Martinez's goal. Bottom right corner here. All right. Okay. How's my sound, guys? We getting better? It's not very good. Yeah.
Lautaro Martinez with a goal. So corner for Real Madrid. Oof, that sounds horrible.
Should we show them? Stop.
Apologies for these audio issues, guys. I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it.
Okay, now I have a better sound, I imagine. Sorry about that, guys.
Hopefully we should have some sound in order for you guys soon.
Man City with another chance. PSG totally inexistent in the first 13 minutes of the match.
Yeah. All across.
And another chance for Man City.
Just under 15 minutes gone in most of the games. Well, around 15 minutes gone in all of them, apart from PSG Man City, which is a little bit delayed. As we still only the 2 goals tonight, Inter Milan and
this
Arsenal.
might be another goal, no? From Celtic, maybe? Here, Celtic with an amazing chance.
Oh, that's a
Wow.
poor finish. Oh, he should have done better there.
Furuhashi, I think that was with the chance. Now we're watching also Savinho playing for Man City and also Girona, his ex-team, his former team.
Guys, we are working on the audio, so sorry about that. Trying to figure out what's going on. Markinde says, Alex, you sound like Darth Vader.
Poof. I don't know what to say to that. Hopefully I don't sound like Darth Vader for too much longer.
Oof.
Hopefully we have this problem fixed for you soon. We should have better audio for you guys now. Sorry about that little problem.
Yeah, I think it's correct now. It's better.
The man who just walked across the camera is the man who solved the problem.
Yeah.
Magician.
Better now. Perfect. All
Thank
right.
you, guys.
Well,
Thank you for
hey.
letting us know.
Thanks. Yeah, we need you guys to succeed.
We were talking before about Man City on their current run. Well, now they beat 0-6 against Ipswich Town this weekend in the Premier League. Salzburg with another chance against Real Madrid. Courtois with the save.
We forgot, we actually didn't talk about Bayern Munich against Feyenoord.
No, we didn't.
Actually could be quite an interesting game.
I was going to talk about Feyenoord with that match. That Man City were winning 3-0. I think it was at halftime.
Markinde saying the audio is good, but the Real Madrid game is killing me.
Early days, Markinde.
Still time, still time.
No worries. Corner for Real Madrid now.
Can't get over this rain.
It's tipping it down.
This is also in Praga, the rain. Just seems like there's a storm going all over Europe. All right, let's see. Big corner.
Corner for Real Madrid. Modric swings the ball in.
Headed away.
Another corner. Was a goal kick.
Now PSG with a counter attack.
Bradley Barcola.
I love that player. Switching it to Hakimi. Hakimi with the shot.
Ooh.
Ederson put to the test.
Nice save.
Early save from Ederson.
First chance for PSG tonight.
Man City having to work for this. It's not, as I said, it's not going to be
It's
a
do or
walkover.
die for both, yeah. So, you know, even though we've all said City, it's not going to be easy.
Alex, Sara, what's going on with Ederson?
Phew.
Well, he's just returned.
Good question.
Well, no, yeah, but he's not playing in the Premier League.
Because he was injured.
We see Ortega taking his place.
He was injured though for so long, and also I think when it comes to goalkeepers specifically, mental game is such a part of it. You know, it's so much relies on the keeper, and like Alex always says, the keeper mistakes always seem bigger than any other player mistakes. Chance here for Milan.
Massive.
Wow. So I think also you can't just take Ortega out even though your first string keeper is back in, because he's been playing really well, to be honest. Actually, I can't say it.
Goal for Feyenoord.
Wow, here we go.
Against Bayern.
Bayern Munich are 1-0 down.
Oh, I
In
love
Rotterdam.
Santiago Jimenez.
Here we go. Here's the goal. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Counter
Oh,
attack.
nice play from the back.
Oh, through the middle. Cut open like a knife
And
through butter.
fantastic finish.
What a finish.
The Argentine showing off that badge at home.
Isn't he Mexican?
Mexican.
Santiago Jimenez.
Yes.
Yeah, he's Mexican. 20 euros.
I don't bet.
50.
Santiago Jimenez, Buenos Aires, Argentina.
But what national?
He plays for the Mexicans.
Yeah.
So,
Bayern Munich were outplayed.
the Mexican representing, if you want me to say.
I guess it's like Alejandro Garnacho.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. It could be.
Is that offside? I don't think so. Is
No.
that who's that playing him onside? Kim In Jae or? I think it is.
Kim Upamecano.
I think it is. Yeah, he looks onside. What a touch as well. To take the ball across, finish past the keeper.
Fantastic.
Neuer, apparently, the other day, I don't want to quote him word for word, but he did come out and say, he wants to carry on playing. I'm of the school of thought that he's finished. Sounds like a really horrible way of saying it, but he's not.
His level.
He's not in his prime anymore.
No. I think it's been
Chance for Girona. Chance for Girona. Oh!
ever since his injury. I think he broke his leg while skiing, actually. Ever since he returned from injury, I think he has never got back to that amazing level that he had before. I mean, now, what is he? 39 maybe? 38, 39?
Mm-hmm.
I think Bayern Munich deserve a better goalkeeper right now.
You have your laptop, Lucas.
I have it, but it's in the control room.
Ah.
What for?
No, I was going to get you to work your magic on the.
Arsenal game. I can do it on my phone.
Oh,
Nuno Mendes picking up a yellow for PSG. He's going to miss the next match for them. Not what they want to hear when they are in a really desperate position in the Champions League.
Sorry, I don't know.
all right.
It's correctly. Is this?
Is that Tijani Reinders down?
Yeah, it is.
Chance for Madrid, and they score. Neither of you were looking. Neither of them were looking, guys.
Rodrigo.
You say that they
Rodrigo.
were Madrid fans, and no,
1-0.
wow, that was crazy.
That was yesterday.
Me trying to watch all
I had to
four.
do homework.
Rodrigo scores for Real Madrid here. Guys, maybe you want to watch the replay since you didn't watch the goal.
That Bellingham with the through ball, or Bellingham with the ball initially to Mbappe, plays it to Vinny.
Vinny waiting for the run.
Oh, Bellingham with the assist. Oh, beautiful.
I don't really think Bellingham
Nice.
with the
No, I
assist
don't
there.
think-
You're really reaching,
I
but
don't
that's
think- I don't
all
think he meant
Vinicius
it.
Jr. And that's a good finish from
Good finish.
Rodrigo there.
Real Madrid scoring from counter-attacks.
There you go.
That's all.
3 goals to go. 3 goals to go.
I cannot
Interesting
find the
celebration
rights.
from Rodrigo there.
So, a chance there for AC
Teo.
Milan off the bar.
I want someone to score in this PSG and Man City game. I need this to light up a bit more.
I cannot believe that that match is going to end in a draw. That cannot end in a draw. Both teams need to win.
Yeah, they need to. They need to.
If there's a 0-0, 1-1, 2-2 match in the 80th minute, I think both teams are going to go ahead and go for that goal. I'm going to get my laptop. I think I cannot do it on my phone actually.
Margande says here, Alex Neuer is only lucky to be at Bayern. I see him at the same level with Kasper Schmeichel right now, both past their best.
I mean, I think in his prime, Neuer was arguably the second best goalkeeper to ever play the game. But he's just got too many mistakes in him at the moment. We saw him against Real Madrid in the semi-final of the Champions League last season. If he hadn't made that mistake, Bayern Munich would have gone through to the final.
The second best goalkeeper of all time? Is that what you just said?
Yes. I think so. Maybe not second. of the last 20, 30 years.
I know Gianluigi Buffon is your number one, and Iker Casillas is miles ahead of Neuer. Iker Casillas doesn't make the same silly mistakes as Neuer. Guys, comment, Markande. Comment.
Who are the best? Who are the three best goalkeepers of the last?
And in your order too, please.
3 decades. Lucas, who are the 3 best goalkeepers of the last 30 years?
30 years.
In order 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Okay.
I say Gianluigi Buffon.
So it has to be Buffon.
Manuel Neuer, Iker Casillas.
No way.
Yes, but 30 years.
I think Neuer in his prime was unbelievable.
Can could be there as well, Alex.
That's not a bad shout.
Can could be there as well.
Edwin van der Sar.
I think I'm better than Van der Sar, even though I'm a Man United fan, a massive Man United fan.
Petr Cech.
Massive.
No, not Peter Cech.
Ooh, PSG with a chance here. Can they take the lead?
Oh!
PSG
Vitinha.
knocking on the door. Real Madrid could go 2-0 up here. No. Oh, it's over the bar, just.
My goodness, how PSG didn't score that.
What is this, Alex? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The bio.
For what we're doing now.
Which is, I don't know.
Oh, PSG have a corner here. Marquinhos looking ready. Oh. Oh, whoa, whoa! How did that not go in? Again!
Goal line clearance from Man City. I don't know who it was. There were like so many people over there.
Oh, look at the... We should be watching up there.
Yeah, we should be watching the one above.
Yeah, what is going on?
Oh.
Another chance for PSG now.
Man City having to do some defending here. What a block that was from
Guardiola.
Guardiol. What a block. Unbelievable block.
Mbappe with the ball.
I
look for a shot.
2-0. Ooh, just a little bit too far ahead of Vinicius Junior there. Ooh.
PSG on the attack again. Wow. Oh my. Was that?
Old.
Okay, what is
Don't look at the one at the bottom right.
Bottom right.
Don't look at that one.
Useless.
Can we get the Arsenal?
game.
Yeah. Oh, we have
At
to wait till half,
halftime.
don't we?
At
Yeah, yeah.
halftime,
Okay,
we can have
okay.
it.
Sorry, it's the closest one to me. My eyes are just getting directed over there. Sorry for those I've confused.
This is the title.
Yeah.
Ooh, possible break for City here. Oh, they're on the run. Oh, they're
Savinho.
outnumbered though.
Savinho for
It's
Haaland.
Haaland. Can he do anything? Can he find anyone?
And then you just get rid of
Nice
the
defense.
gap at the top there.
He was alone. There
Thank you
wasn't
so much.
much
Find
Haaland
that.
could do about that. But a great pass from Savinho. Margande says Oliver Kahn, number 1. Wait, is this number 1? Can you?
Oliver Kahn, Casillas and Buffon.
Yeah. Well,
I assume that's your order.
I assume as
you
well.
reckon
Gigi
so?
Buffon, Manuel Neuer, Iker Casillas
I'm
says.
biased if I say Casillas first, am I?
I don't think. I mean, it's an argument that you could make.
I mean-
Casillas is one of the best goalkeepers of all time.
Chance for Real Madrid. Oh, sorry. No,
No, I
I need to stop watching this. Sorry.
Thibaut Courtois or Iker Casillas?
Courtois.
Oh, what? No, Casillas.
In prime?
Oh, what just happened to Milan? It went off the post. It bounced out of the net from the post. Wow. Wow.
Was over.
No, Pericek. No, it's not even in the conversation, Pericek. Why are we talking about Pericek? Why?
Robert Sanchez.
No, please.
Gordon Banks.
Guys, can we just go and watch this Milan chance here?
David.
Salzburg.
David
Look at that.
Oh
It
my
bounced
word.
out from here.
That
Oh,
is so unlucky.
so unlucky
Very
for
unlucky.
Milan.
Who's that with the shot?
Junius Musa.
What a shot that was. Yeah, David Seaman, Gordon Banks.
I mean, Andrea Onana should be over there.
Wow, no, get out of here. Get out of here.
Clinton Codd should then be in the conversation. That was just unlucky.
The Man United match, I was going to say. The Arsenal match.
For those of you who were with us last night, you'll be happy to know that you won't have to listen to Clinton eat a bag of nuts the whole evening.
They might be listening to me eat vegetables though, so
Oof,
it might not
not
get
sure
any
what's
better.
worse.
Oh well. Oh, look at this. This Celtic, young boy Celtic, go ahead. Ooh la la, picked up.
Nice goal.
Kyogo.
Furuhashi. Kyogo Furuhashi with the goal.
Wow, really poor from young boys here.
I think
To get a yellow mouth guard is heinous. That is heinous. And like, literally any other color.
Girona with a chance. Oh, what a save.
Mike Maignan.
Donny van de Beek was, what, a meter off from a goal.
It's unbelievable.
Oh, picked up here. Just really poor from young boys.
I don't know if we're going to be able to watch 5 matches at the same time, but I'm just going to try.
Try it.
What do you have over there, Arsenal?
Dinamo Zagreb with a chance, with the counter-attack. Oh, that's a great ball.
Oh.
And the shot has been cleared by the defense.
Oh, it hasn't even updated here. That's interesting. What?
Oh, there's a
it's a
VAR
goal check. I think it's going to be
Look at Van de
called
Beek's
back.
Chance.
Wow,
Top left.
Should have scored. Brilliant save. Yeah, the goal has been ruled
Oh,
out.
here we go. You guys can see foul here.
No
From-
goal for Celtic.
Oh,
For the Glaswegians.
yeah, that's unfortunate. But it is a foul. So 0-0 Celtic and Young Boys as it stands.
Only
But-
3 goals so far.
4.
4?
We have the Inter goal as
Inter
well.
goal. True.
No goal. All right. I really need this PSG and City match to
Oh,
turn
Raya
on.
in trouble here for Arsenal.
Arsenal get the ball clear.
And now there's a counter-attack for Arsenal. It's 2v5 though. There's Martinelli, 1v1 now.
Oh, good tackle. Martinelli was never scoring there. No goal in the Celtic game.
No.
Oh, Real Madrid on the attack here. Can they make it 2-0? Ball in.
Punched away from the keeper there.
That was a goal.
Oh,
saving
jeez,
touch, that
Louise, you
was.
got to just get rid of it.
This Milan Girona match is fantastic. Again, another chance. And it's the same one as
The
before.
same one. About half an hour behind over there.
I mean, between Man City and PSG, I don't think either team has been able to put 4 consecutive passes together. Oh my God.
It's been a very scrappy game so far.
It's a very end-to-end match.
End to end with not a lot of end.
No
It
ends.
has been end to end, but
Yes.
they've just been hanging around in the end. They haven't been actually creating chances.
Courtois is nowhere near close to Iker Casillas. This is coming from a Real Madrid fan. Casillas is the best goalkeeper of Real Madrid history. That's marking day.
If we're talking about prime, for me, prime Courtois is better than prime Casillas.
That's insane of you to say as a Spanish
no,
person as a Real Madrid fan.
I'm 100% sure about that.
You can't be sure about an opinion, babe.
Courtois won the 2022,
Casillas did a Euro, World Cup, and a Euro. Sorry.
but that Champions League, it was incredible.
It's not that it wasn't. It was incredible,
And it was not
but I
Casillas
think
who won the World Cup. It was the whole team.
of course. But there's. I
It was
mean,
literally Courtois who won that Champions League.
it's one game.
It's not one game. It's 15 games.
I don't think he won
Ooh,
all
transfer
15
ban.
games. He won the final for them. The rest,
Between
the work was
Benzema-
done.
Between Benzema and Courtois, Real Madrid won the 2022 Champions League.
We're forgetting
So-
about.
Oh, what a goal!
Oh!
It's offside though, I think. No? Ah, no. Again, Rodrigo with another goal.
No, that was like from
Fantastic.
the other half. That was crazy.
We're
What
forgetting
is this
about-
celebration he's doing now?
We're forgetting about Lev Yashin.
Sorry, you said the last 20, 30 years?
Last 30
No,
years, you said.
true.
We're not talking about Clinton's day and age. Wow, Rodrigo makes it 2-0 for Madrid. Let's. Wow,
What
you're.
celebration is that? Like he's doing the mask.
That's what I'm thinking. Why?
John Cena. You can't see.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Oh, what an assist by Bellingham.
Bellingham.
The back heel assist. Fantastic.
What an assist. Chance for Girona. Oof.
Girona again. Getting really, really close from a goal. That match, Milan Girona. Fantastic.
That was.
I think it's been the
pure-
best match so
that was
far.
Probably the best match.
That was poetry. That was that goal.
Yeah.
Girona with another attack here. AC Milan defending well so far. Might mean you're keeping them in the game.
Match no.
PSG and Man City has been.
Horrible.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Scraps.
It's really been horrible. If you asked me about this
Chance
match,
for Salzburg. Ooh.
if you asked me about this match maybe like a month and a half ago, I think is what I would have said. But both teams have been, doing well in their domestic cups and in the league. City, 6 matches unbeaten now, with all their
That assist.
players returning. But this is just shocking.
It's been, and Man City, although are the favourites to win this, they haven't exactly gone into this opening 36 minutes and shown they are.
No, they're gonna have to change their tactics here. This hasn't been good.
Vinny on the counter attack here. Can he form something as he falls to the ground here? Is that a foul? Referee gives.
What? Nothing.
Well,
Gives
let's-
nothing.
Gives nothing.
And
Let
that's
Salzburg
chance.
play on as they have the ball on the edge of the box here.
No, don't.
No,
What are
go
you
on the
doing?
Inside.
Oh,
It's a good
Whoa.
tackle from Modric.
So
What
it's getting spicy.
a piece of defensive work that was from Luka Modric. Ooh, well taken there by Courtois.
PSG into the area and nothing.
As a Real Madrid fan, Lucas, what do you think of Raul Asensio?
I think we should play him more.
Mm-hmm.
I think Carlo Ancelotti is a bit scared of playing him that much, and he would rather play Tchouaméni as a centre back.
Ooh, Rafael Leao!
Milan, Rafael.
Oh, why didn't you pass?
Oh, what a goal. Oh.
That's why he didn't pass. I love to see this. Stop, what a guy.
2 fake shots. He faked that he was going in. He
Rafael.
faked that he was going out.
Chance here for Arsenal.
Increíble. De Rossoneri up against Girona at the San Siro, and it's all Rafael Leao.
He's special.
He's special when he wants to be. He's
That's
not
true.
consistent,
That is true.
unfortunately. Especially with
true.
the national team, but you really
Oh,
would
he
hope
was-
because he's such a joy to watch. He's
He was-
so exciting.
So underwhelming at the
The Euros, yeah. Can you
Euros.
remember? Oof. But when he's on, he's really on. This was great. Oh, I'm happy for him. Good for
Wow.
Milan.
Best goal of the night so far, I would say.
So far.
Boom.
Yeah. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Oh, Rodri in the stands. Come back to football. Football misses you. That's a bit sad. Three goals in 7 matches in the Champions League for Rafael Leao. Comment for you again,
There's
Luke.
a chance for Man City with a counter-attack. I think that's Savinho, 1v1.
Oh, you had to
Nice
get rid of
save.
loose.
Donnarumma.
He had to let that go quicker. Lucas,
comment for you.
comment for you. When did this guy start watching Real Madrid games, please? You're telling me prime Courtois was better than a prime Casillas.
This might be an unpopular opinion, but
I think it is. especially I think for
It's
Madrid
also-
fans.
It's also hard for Spanish people and for Real Madrid fans to hear this, but
Ever say they're wrong?
Casillas, now if we're talking about the career itself, his last 3 years, 4 years at Real Madrid were terrible.
Because of the way that you guys were treating
had
him.
no.
You guys all of a sudden brought Keylor Navas in and just
had that.
dumped Casillas onto the bench. Do you remember that?
He had
That
that
was
injury.
insane. You can't treat Casillas like that. This guy's a god.
Of course, I agree
And
with
it's nothing
that.
against Keylor Navas, but that was poor management
Sarah,
from Real
I
Madrid.
totally agree with that Real Madrid does not know how to manage their legends.
But
That's something
that you can't
everyone
blame
knows.
him for that. I think that's
But
that's
he
on,
had,
that's
he had
poor.
an injury. It was actually Arbeloa. He clashed with Arbeloa and he broke his hand. And since that injury, he never returned to the Casillas
I don't
that
think
we all
you guys
knew
gave him
in
an
that moment.
opportunity to
we,
let him
we
return.
gave him an opportunity, but it was
No,
Diego
you
Lopez
didn't.
who in
You
that
shoved
moment,
him out of the club.
City with a chance.
Diego
City with a
Lopez in that
chance.
moment.
Oh.
No, that was
No.
before a chance.
Mate.
I'm behind.
Diego Lopez was better than him. Keylor Navas ended up being better than him as well, and he decided to go to Porto.
I
So,
saw him play in Porto actually.
and even if we're talking about the prime Courtois, that 2022, he deserved the Ballon d'Or. He deserved the Ballon d'Or.
You keep going back to like 1 year. That's basically
Because
what
I'm talking about the prime. I'm not talking about the career. The career itself, okay.
But I think Casillas' prime was longer than I guess Courtois' 1 year. That you because you
about?
keep referencing 2022.
Of course, because that was his prime,
but so I think so. Casillas had a longer prime then.
but not a better one.
I think so.
No. No.
I also do like a height on my goalkeeper. Oh, chance for Man City.
Courtois has done things that I've never seen any other goalkeeper, ever. Maybe I saw that in De Gea against Arsenal 2017. Do you remember that match, Alex? De Gea saved 14 shots on target. in that
Vaguely,
match.
yeah. I mean, De Gea on his day was unbelievable. I remember
was
Real Madrid were heavily linked with him.
They were going to make a swap for Keylor Navas.
Yeah, and Keylor Navas didn't want to go to Manchester.
It was in the last seconds.
that a
In
penalty?
fact, they sent the fax, and the fax didn't get to Manchester on time. That was the story. That was what happened. And Keylor Navas was crying that night, but he ended up staying in Real Madrid, and he ended up winning 3 Champions Leagues in a row.
Markindale said Mourinho did all that to Casillas because of his friendship with the Barca players due to the national team.
Yeah, I know
Mourinho
exactly what he
sucks.
said. Yeah, that was also really weird.
It was a really weird moment.
Like, of course they're all friends. Like, well, I don't know.
Arsenal with no corner here.
But it's a fantastic debate, that one,
It
in
is.
terms of goalkeepers.
Boish. Salzburg try for it, but couldn't make that much happen there. Go PSG and Man City. I need something. Come on.
Oh, ball over the top.
Does Romeo think this is a good haircut? I just.
Who, sorry?
Romeo, have you seen his hair?
Yes. I didn't even think he could grow that hair.
Whoa. Short loan.
Anything is possible.
I agree with you on this one. Don Carlo needs to give him more playing time. Who is he mentioning there?
Who what?
The last comment. Needs to give the boy more playing time.
Regarding Raul Asensio.
Ah, yes, yeah. No, I
Jeez,
think
almost like a comment from 3 years.
I think Raul Asensio, from what he's shown on the pitch in a Real Madrid shirt, I think,
A lot of maturity.
yeah, I think he's
I think he's I think he's horrible. He's made so many mistakes for you guys, and I hope you keep playing him because it's good for me. But I think you can see the lack of experience. I don't know. I think you guys have way better standards than him. I get that he's like one of the only players that has come through La Fabrica, but I don't know. He's not really good.
There's a Barcelona fan take.
I'm literally telling you that you have better players and standards, so take that because I'm very honest.
Oh, there's a penalty for Celtic.
But Asensio is
Oh,
not
they miss
good.
it. I reckon they miss it.
You...
Prediction. No, I just think they're going to miss it. I've got a feeling.
Come on, guys.
The hairs on my arm are telling me that
He doesn't look confident though. Look at him.
doesn't. He's
No,
gonna
he
miss
doesn't.
it.
He missed it. He missed it.
Oh,
can
chance
see
for
these
PSG. No!
PSG.
What?
Oh,
How?
has he not scored there?
Ah, PSG. Achraf
PSG,
Hakimi.
1-0.
1-0. Okay, seriously, if they hadn't have scored that, I might have walked out. Oh my, oh my. Pressure is on Man City. 1-0 to the home side here.
Guardiola scratching his head.
Let's see what he can do.
Oh, Wembanyama is over there.
They have wings on their things there.
And Real Madrid with another chance here. Jude Bellingham with the shot. Not cleared by the defense. There's another chance for Real Madrid. Kylian Mbappé.
Oh, that was that onside? Great pass from Bradley Barcola, setting up Achraf Hakimi here.
Selfish.
Oh, good. I think at this point you're desperate. Oh la la. I just got a text back from Gary saying, yeah. I think he waited to see if
Yeah.
Zagreb would equalize quickly.
Is there offside? No.
No, it did. It
PSG's
looked. No, it
goal.
did. It did. That's why I just said that.
PSG's goal has been ruled out.
Oof.
So
Lifeline
it
for
rem-
Manchester City.
It remains 0-0.
Half time in Prague. Sparta Prague 0, Inter Milan 1.
Halftime at the Bernabeu as well.
Marking Day
Oh.
saying Casillas played in the Champions League final at 19 years old, 1999 final. Seems you don't know much about Iker Casillas.
No, that's correct. What he says.
Look at this offside. God, it's painful.
Millimetric offsides.
I think
I
you
know.
can make the argument for both, to be honest. I don't think it's an unreasonable argument to suggest that Courtois is better than Casillas.
Well, it was called offside, and the ref has blown the whistle. 0-0 at the Parc des Princes. Wow. Pep is going to be raging.
0-0 all around. Arsenal 0. Oh, sorry, Arsenal half-time all around. Arsenal 1-0 against Dinamo Zagreb. Real Madrid 2-0 up against Salzburg. Celtic and Young Boys 0-0. As I said, Inter 1-0 up against Sparta Prague.
Oh, there's another chance for... Ah, it's the same one. Sorry, guys.
Same one. I reckon they're going to score here.
Yeah.
But it's going to be
It's
given
going to be
offside.
green off.
Can we get the Arsenal game?
Yes.
No, it's over here, yeah.
Oh.
No, but we can get
Ah,
it
okay.
there, and then we can also stop rewatching highlights.
You know, going back to that debate, I don't think I ever have like a lot of strict ideas, strict takes. But with this one, I
Strict
think
takes. What a strange thing.
Sorry?
A strict take.
How would you say it though?
A solid.
Well,
A solid take? I will say even wild.
no, it's the opposite of wild.
For
isn't
me
it?
here is don't know. I have this take and I think that Courtois' prime, of course not career. Courtois is still playing. He's still
How old is Courtois?
31.
Let's have a look.
31, I think. So he still have what, 3, 4, even 5, or even 6 if we look at Neuer with 39
He's
years old.
32, so Courtois
32,
could
he still have a lot of time left to play.
he could play for at least another 10 years.
Of course, Courtois is not even close from all of the trophies that Casillas has ever won. But in terms of prime, for me, that season is absolutely unbelievable. It's Ballon d'Or worthy.
There's 7 minutes of extra time here in the Feyenoord and Bayern match. Sorry, so this game is still going. Bayern are
5
beat.
minutes in the Milan Girona as well.
Okay.
Of course, so many things happened. There
So
was an
many
injury in
things
the
happened.
3rd minute.
I did really like Keylor Navas as a Real Madrid goalkeeper. I thought he was brilliant.
Yeah, I think
He
we
was a
could have
bit
held on to him.
irregular though, but he was really good. Started his career at Albacete.
We don't talk about Sevilla football at the moment.
No,
Malaga lost. on
I'm
Monday.
waiting. Deportivo La Coruña won 1-0.
Sorry,
Burgos.
that's live, that's live. What is going on with this?
Still 2 minutes left in the first half of AC Milan against Girona. And
Regarding Milan and Girona, sorry, just looking over to who is available here.
Ibrahim
Who is
saying
it? Just
PSG
not even-
got robbed.
Pulisic isn't even on the bench. Oh, no, sorry, he is. Sorry. Apologies, I'll
There's a
reading.
chance for Milan here.
We could see Pulisic get on.
Saved.
Tammy
Paolo
Abraham.
Casamiga used to play for Gillingham.
Really? Mm-hmm. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
In fact, I think I've seen him play at Yeovil. For those of you who don't know, my team is a little team in the 5th division of English football.
No, finish what you were going to say. I heard that almost come out of your mouth.
What?
Like my team in one of my teams or whatever. 'Cause you have like 4.
My team that I've supported since I was 7 years old, they're my local team, Yeovil Town. 10, 11 years ago, 12 years ago now, they're in the Championship, for those of you who remember. Now they're in the National League, the 5th tier of English football. How bad things can get.
How can PSG make an advantage from 1 millimeter? Their goal has been ruled out.
That's the same thing that happened
offside.
with
1 million.
Koundé. I tweeted
Yeah.
about this.
No, it's
There's a point where it's like, when is it advantageous? Obviously, if you're a full step, obviously, if you're completely offside, but when it comes down to we're literally taking out the measuring tape and counting millimeters, it is very frustrating because you do wonder how advantageous it is for the players.
when the referees implemented this new rule, the semi-automatic offside, they said, I think it was the first year they said that they were going to give like a 2 centimeter margin, because in the end, it's really, really close. And for these circumstances, here is literally 1 millimeter. We've seen the rep, and
They're not implementing 2 centimeters because how many times have we seen
no. That was in the beginning when they were implementing this new rule, and I thought that was fantastic. I thought that was great, but they haven't, and things like this happen now.
We're watching the highlights here from Benfica and Barcelona because we want to make our hearts race again. Oh yeah, Szczesny just taking out Balde for fun. Ridiculous.
Have you? Okay, you're working on that, Alex. The Arsenal match.
Yes, the Arsenal match. We should have the Arsenal match up and running soon.
I can put here the multi-football.
Okay.
Should be able to at least.
Then it's halftime officially for Milan and Girona.
Which one is it? 4. Okay. I don't have it.
Is Bayern still on here? What's going on?
Oh, Benfica have scored. Well, 3-1 up. They should win that game.
Want to bet?
No.
What's going on? Okay. 9 minutes of extra time for Bayern. Feyenoord. My goodness.
Uy. Sí.
That's perfect.
Bueno, yo lo tienes puesto ahí, pero sigue en programa de goles. Lo tenías ahí, pero no.
Okay. Let's do a little football link during halftime.
Football Link.
Football link.
What's that?
Football Link is where you say a player at the beginning and you have
Always
to
play.
guess who the player is at the end. Each guess, they give you another footballer.
Okay.
They obviously
Ah,
link,
yeah,
they
yeah.
play
Play
together.
along at home for all of you.
Yeah, send in your guesses, guys.
Okay. Let's see the link of the day. All right. Ow.
Feyenoord 2-0 up.
No way, no way.
Santiago Jimenez with a penalty.
Wow, they're about to give them the Barca.
No chance.
That's
Oh, yes,
inc-
we're seeing it here.
There you go.
That's amazing. What does that mean now, really quick?
Bueno, abajo ahora es Benfica.
Oh,
Barcelona.
and
No,
there's
pero-
Rafinha's goal
Perfecto.
yesterday. La remontada, la remontada.
Let's see the
Vais con
penalty
un retraso de 24
from Bayern.
horas. El de Movistar es Movistar de Badajoz.
So as it stands,
Oh, it looks like a pen, yeah. Look here, Alex. From Rafael Guerreiro. Yeah. For me, it's a pen. At
Whoa.
least.
as it stands with this win, if things stay the same, Feyenoord are in 13th, Bayern now 15th. My oh
They
my.
should finish inside the top 24 though, shouldn't they?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
they
top
should.
24, yes.
Bayern.
Not in top 8, though.
Can you imagine if we get Real Madrid, Bayern Munich in a playoff? How unbelievable would that be?
Where's Davies going?
Has he been?
No.
No.
No chance.
All right, guys.
We have a link.
We are doing a link. We name the players that this person has played with. No, hold on. Which one is this? This isn't him. Okay. The first player is Edouard Mendy.
Edouard Mendy, Ben
Okay.
Chilwell.
Fine.
Send in your guesses, guys. Edouard Mendy. We've said Ben Chilwell.
It's not Ben Chilwell. I've played with Edouard Mendy and Joelinton.
Ooh.
Wellington.
Lewis Hall. No. Would he have
No.
played?
Well,
He wouldn't have played at Chelsea with Edouard Mendy, would he?
This guy, France.
Where's he from?
France. I had to just double check.
But his national team?
France?
Oh,
wait. Edouard
Edouard Mendy, no.
Why is
No,
not-
Senegalese.
Senegalese, yeah.
Oh, but he's born in France.
So, who has played with Edouard Mendy and Joe Linton?
Oh, yeah.
Joe Linton?
Joelinton.
Hoffenheim, no? Wellington? Hoffenheim. And Chelsea.
Thiago Silva? Brazil?
I was
Chelsea? No, he wouldn't have played with Eduardo Mendy.
Newcastle player that went to Saudi Arabia like 2 years ago.
Alan Saint-Maximin. Oh, Ibrahim says Kante.
Yep.
It was Saint-Maximin.
Told you. Got it. Got it. That's all I need.
Where?
Saint-Maximin
and Edouard Mendy?
Saudi.
Saudi.
In Saudi, true.
The Saudi ones always screw me up, I'll be honest.
We went back to Chelsea days.
Alan Saint-Maximin.
Mondi. What a player. I loved that. I don't know if he still does it, but every time. every day,
You guys said Conte and Rudiger. Yeah, it's tough. We only got two players, and we just made a guess. They do give you a maximum of 5, though.
Have you done the Who Are You today?
No, have you?
No.
Is it shocking?
I haven't done it. We'll do Who Are You, guys, where you have to guess the player, and it gives you have to guess, well, it gives you clues, position,
Okay, I'll read
team,
it out loud.
shirt number.
Yeah. So, guess
go-
the player.
Rudiger. Let's go with Rudiger.
Let's go with Rudiger. Antonio Rudiger. All right, guys, nothing is correct. They are not a German player. They don't play in La Liga. They don't play in Madrid. Not a defender. They're under the age of 31, and their shirt number is higher than 22.
Oh, I was going to say Nicholas Jackson.
Comment for you here, Sarah.
Sure.
No, but not 22.
Comment for you. Why is no one really talking about the robbery Barcelona had last night against Benfica? It was really pathetic and disgraceful from the officials.
I don't want to open that topic.
Oof.
You don't have to. If you have a problem with it, you
Should
can talk to the
Benfica have
ref.
had a penalty at the end?
What was the robbery?
I want to know your take, Alex.
My take.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think I'd have to look it back. The penalty shout at the end from Benfica, I can't remember it off the top of my head. Was it a penalty? Because
You
I
guys
know
have to remember
they were calling for it, but I'd have to look it back to see it properly.
For me, I saw it a few times, and of course, it's quite hard. Like, I understand the referees there. It was a quite tough call, because if they called it as a penalty, then it would have been Benfica to win, not even to draw. It would have been a 5-4 for Benfica. It was a very tough one. It was even light in some sense. But for me, I'm touching the mic. For me, I think it's a penalty. Why? The defender comes, there's like in that moment, it was like a one-on-one, the attacker against the goalkeeper, and the defender comes, it was Fermin, and pushes him directly from the back, and the attacker lost control, and he couldn't even finish. For me, that was a very scrappy play, But for me, that was a penalty.
To be honest, I don't think it was a penalty. You can see him
Look,
Can
clearly
you show
going.
me? 'Cause
You need to look at Firmino.
He's clearly going in the back of him on purpose. I don't think it's a penalty. He's not going for the ball. He's looking for the penalty.
It's a light one, I have to say that. But for me, it's a penalty.
I think this is the angle that's clear. You can see him back into.
But
Yeah, like
Put
why
yourself-
is his
can-
butt in
yeah.
like Firmin's area?
You
put
can see-
yourself in the position of the attacker.
Yeah, he wants to
I-
get a
I-
penalty.
I can't
He's
blame him.
diving.
You're against the goalkeeper, and someone comes at you from behind and pushes you, and you lose all the control, and you cannot even finish.
But you
That's
have
the
to
way
look
I'm
at what
looking
Alex
at
said
it.
though too. Why is his body like that?
It's-
He is trying to get the penalty.
It's for me, it's exactly what happened in 2017. I think it was in a quarterfinal or semi-final of the Champions League. It was Real Madrid against Juventus. It was Mehdi Benatia who pushed Lucas Vázquez in the 97th minute, and Cristiano Ronaldo scored the penalty, and it was called as a penalty. For me, it was exactly the same situation, and for me, it's a penalty. But well, that is not the most polemic play from the match, from yesterday's match. For me, I don't know if in the chat you're going to agree with me here, but that Lamine Yamal penalty is never a penalty.
I'd have to look at that back as well.
Can you look at who's in the chat right now?
We have producer Ben. Man City was boring. Barcola is overrated. What do you reckon to that, guys?
Yeah, it's one of like
Comme
the
si,
worst
comme ça.
games. It's actually Ben
Formidable.
is because he's writing. I actually don't think he's at the match. He was really
He's
trying.
not at the match. no.
We're
I
sorry
asked
to
him.
hear, Ben, but you know what? You're not missing
Sorry,
anything.
Ben.
Because it's been one of the worst matches. I think so far Girona and Milan have been the best match, but some excitement all around, but not from that game. Where is Holland? I don't know. You're telling me.
So in the penalty,
Just there's
Lamine
a video.
feels that the defender is touching his shoulder, and he goes down. There you go.
That's the Mallorca one, isn't it?
Sure.
There's loads of pictures of it, though. Soft.
But the defender, he doesn't even like push him
Dembele's
down,
coming
push him back,
in.
anything. It's just he touches him and then he goes down. Done.
Soft, I think.
Very, very extremely soft. Oh well.
Did we guess the who are you?
No. Lucas kept talking about Barcelona, so I just waited.
What did we get to?
Who are we zooming in over here? What are we watching?
Well,
Ousmane Dembele is coming in, sorry, really quick.
An Arsenal match is already going on the second half.
King and Lee is out, Ousmane Dembele in. Who are ya? All right.
So we guessed Rudiger, and it wasn't a German player or a La Liga player or a Real Madrid player, not a defender, younger than 31 and with a shirt number higher than 22. Who are your guesses, guys?
Rico Lewis and Jack Grealish coming in.
Should we go for
Rico Lewis is not a bad guess.
Should we go for Rico Lewis?
Fine.
Just for the hell of it.
Rico.
No, he's a defender, of course. We can't go for
Oh, yeah, but we do know they're a Premier League
Premier
player.
League.
They're not English. They don't play for Man City.
Nicholas Jackson.
Chris Wood.
They're not English.
Not
oh,
English.
he's.
But if Chris Wood could, no, if Chris Wood could,
If Chris
yeah.
Wood could,
Chris Wood
he
would.
wouldn't because he's already played too many times for New Zealand. I wish that man was English.
No.
Oh, I clicked the wrong player.
No.
That's fine.
It's a midfielder.
It's I'm sorry. I
Premier
accidentally
League.
typed in Christian Eriksen, but it's not
Not
a Danish player, not a midfielder, not a United player either. So we're making progress. We know something.
Could be even a goalkeeper.
No, it's a
It's
midfielder. Definitely a Premier
it's
League
not
midfielder.
midfielder.
Not English, not German, not Danish.
I'm gonna go for Bruno Guimaraes.
It's not a bad guess, you
Not
know.
a bad one. Number 34.
Oh, nothing.
How about
Not a Brazilian, not a Newcastle player.
midfielder? Mika Marino.
Miguel Marino. Did we do a Spanish player already?
No.
Miguel Marino.
No.
No. Oh, boys and girls. We have 3 guesses left.
Moises Caicedo.
No, but what's his shirt number?
Oh no. I think- He is
age.
23.
He's 23.
A 23 midfielder playing for the Premier League.
Matoma. I think Matoma
No,
might be
he's
older
older.
than 23.
No, he's older.
28. 29.
How old is Szoboszlai?
Older than 23.
How old
I
is...
could be wrong, actually.
How old is Alexis McAllister?
Older than 23.
Is he?
Morgan Gibbs-White's English. We've already guessed that.
Well, Arsenal with a great chance. Arsenal.
What are you doing?
Real Madrid are 3-0 up.
Wait, stop. Was that offside? No, because...
A lot of things happen right now.
Arsenal almost scored. Real Madrid's just scored.
Sorry, can we... Ah, he's offside. Yeah,
Yes.
okay, that's why he played like this. Sorry, I actually thought Kai Havertz had a lapse in judgment.
And at the same time,
Kylian Mbappe?
just scored the third one for
Kylian
Real Madrid.
Mbappe.
I missed it.
What? Almost.
Salzburg.
Oh, dear.
Oh, yo.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
Just
What is the
poor.
keeper doing? That is poor.
oh.
Oh, that's stinky when your team is already down.
It's hard to...
Mbappe made a meal of it.
Curtis Jones, is he 23?
English.
Oh, he's
English.
English.
How about Wilson? He's from Wales. He's 23?
Dominic Szoboszlai.
Wilson from
he's
Fulham?
24. Wilson, Harry Wilson.
Harry Wilson?
I think he's older than 23 though.
Maybe.
He's 27.
Okay, wait, we've done German, English, Dutch. What's a national? Oh, we haven't done Dutch.
Dutch, midfielder, 23.
Because I'm thinking of like if we like you got to go for. Guys, we haven't done French.
I was thinking about Romeo Lavia, but we have Chelsea already guessed.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Tielemans? No, he's older.
Sorry,
than that.
Chelsea, United, Arsenal. Which more? Man City,
City, Newcastle, Real Madrid.
Newcastle,
Spurs.
Tottenham, Pape Sar.
Pape Sar, Basuma.
Pap.
No, it's not Pape. It's Sar. It's...
Pape matters, sir.
Sar.
Oh yeah.
Oh, why did we
it's
guess him?
not.
Goddamn. All right. That wasn't.
It's not Tottenham either. Camara from Aston Villa.
Morgan Rogers? No, he's English. Leon Bailey? He's probably older than 23.
He's old. Who?
Oh, Man City with a chance now here.
Oscar Bob? Is he English?
No, he's younger. Oscar Bob and Man City.
He's English as well, isn't he?
No, he's Norwegian.
Norwegian, of course, sorry.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
It's a tough one, though.
Liverpool.
It is a tough one. 23-year-old midfielder in the
Kudus?
Premier League.
Is he 23?
He's
He's
older.
older than
Man City!
No.
Oh my
Jack
God!
Grealish.
Clinton's favorite
It's
player.
Jack Grealish.
Of all
Come
players,
on.
Jack Grealish,
Jack Grealish.
scores for Man City.
The 500-day drought is over. How many days
Wow.
has it been? It's something.
No, he scored the other day.
He scored the other day
Okay, before that.
against Salford.
Yes,
Oh,
8-0.
yeah.
But he
Sorry,
scored once.
Didn't watch that.
Midfielder, 23, Premier League. How many?
I'm thinking
League
of
six
bigger
have we already
team. Oh, what about Forest?
guessed? Ryan Yates, he's older than 23,
Anderson?
isn't he?
Anderson, he's Scottish.
Bergvall?
No, he's 17 or
He's
18.
Playing
he?
for Spurs.
Oh, Kudus is 24.
Kudus is 24. Jared Bowen? No, he's older than 23.
Oh, 26.
Mbappe's goal has my vote for the Pushkas Award, says Marking Day.
Oh, that was painful to watch even for Real Madrid fans.
I think he scored a few better than that, Marking Day. Maybe a few. It'll be a tough one though, maybe down to the line.
What do they say in the comments though? Do you have no Mitoma is older than 23?
23-year-old midfielders in the
Brighton?
Premier League.
Brighton?
That's what I'm thinking of right now.
Minte?
Simon Minte. They're not
Minte, he's
similar.
younger, no?
Not a bad guess. Simon Minter.
Minte's
not-
younger than
not-
23?
It's Jan Kuba Minte. Simon Minte is from the side.
Oh,
I did the same thing. No, he's classed as a forward on this.
Okay.
Kobe Mainu, he's younger than 23.
18.
It's not a Man United player. It's not an English player. Alex, get out of your head.
Sorry.
It's not top.
Oops.
Odegaard's older than 23. Saka? He's English.
And Arsenal.
Yeah.
Aston Villa.
I said Kamara, but I think he's older than 23.
I'm thinking
what's
of-
his name? The Belgian one.
Tielemans.
No, the other one.
Onana.
Yeah, Onana.
Older, no? Than 23?
Could be.
I would say.
Amadou. Do we want to try it? Where's he from?
He's
France?
from Belgium.
No, don't
Belgium.
try. Don't try.
Bosh.
How old is he?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh.
Well, we can't cheat.
Kluivert. He's a forward. I would imagine he's a forward on this
Actually, we can try Onana.
one. I'll try Onana. Go for Onana.
Wow, Lucas, so
It's
bad at
Onana.
It's Onana.
Wow, Lucas, do not even ruin
Don't
this.
try it, guys. Don't try it.
Don't try. This guy's trying to sabotage us.
Don't try.
Do. Kluivert, not a bad shot.
Still, well, Man City, the only goal. Well, Real Madrid scored 2 goals in this second half. AC Milan, Girona just about to get kicked off.
10 minutes after
We have-
Arsenal
Yeah. So we're going to have to wait
You
for
know,
that one
Zagreb.
to finish.
to start.
Hello.
Hello.
Marcin.
Kluivert was not a bad one from Argentina.
Yeah, although I think he is a forward.
Maybe.
Classed as a forward. Although he's probably a wide
Oh,
player.
guys, I think Haaland just scored.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
Goal. Man City.
Go there, Manchester
2-0.
City.
wow. PSG had it
Did they, though?
with that goal from.
Is that
Kraft.
offside? Looks like it might be offside. Oh, dear.
Oh no! what
Oh,
a terrible
dear. Oh, dear.
goal.
Was that
Fantastic
Vitinha?
assist from PSG's defender to Erling Haaland.
Is it Vitinha?
I think so, yeah.
Shocking.
Oh,
that.
dear. That is awful. Man City 2-0 up. And I think that is all she wrote for Luis Enrique in Paris.
Let's check the table really quick.
Did you say? Oh what?
That is all she wrote.
Ah,
Figure of speech.
I thought you said different type of au revoir.
That is all she wrote for Luis Enrique in Paris. What's that TV series?
Man City jumped to 18th with this win.
I don't know.
Emily in
Vin-
Paris?
Vinicius with the ball here. Clear chance. Oh, what a goal!
4-0.
Oh, golazo from Vinicius Junior.
4-0 to Real Madrid.
Oh, that was wonderful.
Second half kicking off in Rotterdam. Feyenoord 2-0 up against Bayern Munich. Inter still 1-0 up against Sparta Praga with about 35 minutes to go there.
Salzburg stinky.
Arsenal still winning 1-0 thanks to that second-minute goal from Declan Rice. Vinicius Junior getting the 4th goal there for Real Madrid. What did he do here?
Oh.
On the left-hand side.
1, 2.
Oh,
and
that's
cursed
a
it.
brilliant finish.
Fantastic goal.
Brilliant ball through as well. Who played that ball through? Would it have been...
No clue, I haven't seen it.
Who's playing at left back for Real Madrid today? Is it Fran Garcia or is it...
Mendy.
Mendy, okay.
And by the way, we haven't talked about this, but I saw that Valverde is playing as a right back
He is.
today.
Oh, we
Yes.
talked about it on the show.
Yes, but
I
not
think-
now.
PSG are now in 26th if they lose this game.
They're about to potentially score a goal.
Oh,
2-1. Comment here, the Lamine Yamal dive was even softer and they ended up giving the penalty.
Yes. Absolutely.
2-1.
I
PSG
mean, at
pulled
least
one
he was
back.
in the box.
Can PSG claw this one back, get a draw or even a win against Man City?
I don't care. At least something's happening in this game.
True.
Thank God.
Great play by Barcola. Not overrated, as Ben said.
Yeah, what did you say, Ben? Barcola overrated?
We got some subs for Arsenal.
Ousmane Dembele with a goal. Who's this coming on for Arsenal?
We're not going to say.
Thomas Partey
Julian
and
Timber
No.
Timber's coming off.
is coming off.
Raheem
Sterling.
Sterling coming off.
Oh.
Raheem Sterling, I think, I feel for him because he was a brilliant player on his day, but I think he's past it at the moment.
Waneri's
How old
coming
is
in.
Sterling?
Sterling.
It's good he's getting
31?
some
That's the
minutes.
thing, he's not that old.
30.
How old is Sterling, Sarah?
Don't know. We'll find out.
33, I think. 34.
Sterling.
Well, 34 is quite
Maybe
old.
32.
30.
30.
30.
It's unbelievable.
He's been playing since the last 20 years.
Good to have you back, Dylan. Dylan watching, if I remember correctly, from the States, New York, I think.
Oh, what's up, New York?
Cold over there, I imagine. Salzburg on the attack here. Can they pull one back?
No.
Oh,
Good effort.
I admire the tenacity. Alejandro Criado saying, where is Haaland?
Here.
He scored
You did.
again.
Marking Days, what is Haaland thinking about extending his Man City contract? What do you guys think about that? 9.5 years.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's
115 months. Exactly.
Inter have gone 2-0 up against Sparta Prague.
Checking
AC
in.
Milan chance here.
Denzel Dumfries. With that, it means Inter are right behind Arsenal in 4th, both with 16 points. Looking comfortable heading into match day 8.
When you see the news of Haaland renewing for 9 years, what did you think at that moment?
So it was a bit
Oh,
excessive.
Yeah.
Reminded me of when Chelsea
Of
used to give
Chelsea?
players like 8-year contracts.
Well, we still have, what,
But now
8 players.
now the rule is that you can only spread that money over 5 years.
Who's
no matter
coming
how long
in?
the contract is.
Gonzalo Ramos coming in right now for PSG. And Zaire Emery. Oh, this could get interesting.
Oh, Man City.
Hold on, just give us chaos.
Chance here for AC Milan. No, wasted. I've got a Salzburg player down here.
It was perfect that PSG scored
Ooh,
right
ball
after
to the
Haaland's
face. Ball to the face. To look back at this Mbappe goal. Poor goalkeeping that is. Really poor goalkeeping.
Arsenal corner.
Arsenal ball in. Can it fall to a striker or someone to get the shot off? Zinchenko passes it to...
As a Man United fan, I'm always shaking when I see Arsenal with a corner.
Well, United did get the win over Arsenal in the FA Cup. Do you think Man United can win a trophy this season?
No.
Not even FA Cup, Europa League?
It will need to be the FA Cup for the Europa League, but
Who do you think who are their biggest challenges in the Europa League?
themselves.
Big game this week against Rangers.
Yeah, I don't think
Is that
I mean-
Old Trafford or Ibrox?
Old Trafford.
Okay.
And at the Ibrox, I think they drew against Tottenham in the last
Yeah.
game week.
No,
So very, very hard
tough
opponent.
team to play, but
Yeah.
we've seen obviously Celtic running away with the Scottish Premiership this year as they quite often do.
Oh, they hit the post.
Oh!
And they scored.
Oh, what a goal!
PSG just scored.
What was Edison
Bradley
doing?
Barcola.
Oh my word!
No, Ederson. No.
No, but look at him. He's just sat on the floor. He didn't even get up.
Brilliant.
PSG
Game's
have
on, guys.
equalised.
Game's on.
PSG 2, Manchester City 2.
Thank God.
Arsenal got a corner here.
No chance!
Girona.
Oh.
Again? Both teams have hit the post and it's
Watch
bounced
this
out like
goal.
that?
Watch this goal. Off the post. Edison just sat there.
Yeah.
I don't think he had enough
poor.
time to react though.
But at least get up and try. That is poor.
Yeah. What a shot from, I think that was Doué,
Bradley Barcola with the goal.
and Doué hits the crossbar and Bradley Barcola with the rebound goal. It counts, it's 2-2 and game on. Now Doué comes off,
Fabian
same
Ruiz
as
as
Fabian
well.
Ruiz, and we see Zaire Emery and Gonzalo Ramos coming in.
Correct.
Wow,
Score-
this match is going
Kevin De Bruyne looks like he's
And-
going to cry.
Score correction in Prague. Inter have had their second goal ruled out for offside by VAR.
Sorry, Denzel. Next one.
Markinde saying company does not match the ambition of Bayern Munich. I agree
Markinde,
with
we
that.
knew this from jump, though, didn't we?
I think they'll win the Bundesliga. I think, will they? Bayer Leverkusen have been on a really good run of form. Only lost one in their last 10 games. Looks like
David-
Arda Güler and
David
David Alaba is
Alaba
about
are going to
to
get
come
some
on.
minutes.
This might be because of an injury.
I mean, at this point, just sell them all.
First-
Just
Think so.
to share the workload, they're 4-0 up. They don't need to carry on playing the main players. This has been
Alex, can company get sacked just as Nuri Sahin or Dortmund?
I think
We heard the news today.
whilst they're top of the league,
Yeah, it wouldn't make so much sense.
I don't think they will. But if they perform badly in the Champions League, and he
chance
doesn't
for
win the league,
PSG.
he'll get sacked in the summer.
Yeah.
If he wins the league, though, I think he'll stay on.
Joao Neves takes the shot outside of the area, and it wasn't terrible.
PSG have all the initiative of the match right now. They had it
Imagine it.
before.
Milan on
They
the
need
break,
more.
Milan on the break, Milan on the break. Oh, you binned it.
That was poor.
Teo, pass the ball.
That was really poor from Theo Hernandez.
We're going to have here the goal on repeat.
A lovely
Jude and Danny
Look
Ceballos
Due,
coming
look
on.
Due.
finish.
here.
A lovely shot.
Doom.
Oof.
Oh,
Can't get over how Edison just sat there. It's unbelievable.
Barcola just tried an overhead kick,
Yeah, brilliant.
bicycle kick.
Carlos Baleba.
What a player.
David Alaba coming on, as well as Arda Güler, who came off for Real Madrid.
Bellingham and Ceballos.
Bellingham and Dani Ceballos. Ancelotti rotating, giving some minutes to Arda Güler and David Alaba. Alaba, of course, coming back from his lengthy layoff from injury, making a return against Las Palmas at the weekend.
Yes.
Or did he play against? He didn't play against Celta Vigo, did he?
No, he
No.
played 20 minutes against Las Palmas.
Really good to see David Alaba back.
Yeah.
David Alaba back.
He
That's
got a
hard word to
fantastic ovation from the crowd.
say. I'm not surprised. I think if David Alaba can return to the sort of similar level to that he had before his injury, it's almost like a new signing for Real Madrid.
It is.
And they
I
need-
like it when
they need-
newspapers announce that there are not going to be any signings from a team, from Real Madrid in this case, by saying that a player that comes from injury is their new signing.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a goal for Arsenal. And that is Kai
Kai
Havertz
Havertz.
with the second goal against Dinamo Zagreb. Kai Havertz, goal and assist tonight.
I'm imagining Clinton Codd right now. He will be crazy. I imagine Clinton is enjoying that game.
Increasing those stats. Oh, what a goal from Girona!
Oh my word!
I think that was Brian Hill.
Girona.
Brian Hill. Oh no, it's offside.
Offside. Let's see.
That is gutting. For
No,
Girona.
we need to see this. Brian Hill is saying that no, that he was on. He might be on.
Vinicius down on the on the left hand side here.
Oh, what a screamer! By Brian Hill.
Confirmation of that goal from Arsenal. Kai Havertz with a lovely header, rising up above the defender. Keeper. I think the keeper should have done better there.
Alex, is Brian Hill on loan from Tottenham? I think he is, no? Or
Yeah.
is he signed?
Yeah.
I thought he was still on loan.
Brian Hill, the man with the longest hair in football. Well, not quite. He's on loan from Spurs.
On loan. They're checking.
PSG on the break. PSG on the break. Ay, ay, ay, ay.
I could see PSG.
It's
taking this
called
one.
offside.
Wow.
It's called offside. That's such a shame for Girona. AC Milan still winning 1-0 at home, but that match is intense. That's for sure.
Girona putting up a fight. Brian Hill booked.
Right.
Goes from bad to worse for
Yes.
Girona.
Oh,
PSG knocking on the door here for a third against Man City.
Haaland taking it on the face.
I don't want to be Guardiola right now.
Is that a penalty?
No.
Oh, that is
Look,
minimal. The margins.
Yeah, it's just becoming a joke. We've seen it time and
Yeah.
time again in the Champions League and the Liga and the Prem. It's just a bit.
Is it a
poor.
balmy rule? A balmy rule, first of all, to just do it from the feet, but then also say just do 1 foot. So if the whole foot is in an offside position, you could say he's getting an advantage.
So if it's half a foot, it's not.
Yeah, half a foot. But if the whole foot is in an offside position, it's offside. Is
I
that?
think it depends where your knee is. If your knee's over your half foot, then it's almost like you have a step. But if your knee's like in a,
True.
And the direction of the run.
It's difficult.
yeah. But anyways, these ones are, they're not winning anything on that.
No, I think it's going to stay the same.
PSG with another chance in the box, and that is another corner
Wow.
for Le Parisien.
Man City having to do some defending here.
I haven't seen them attacking in the second half yet.
Well, Jack Grealish scored, so.
Oof, touche.
One time I've seen them.
Well corrected. PSG outside the box, shot blocked, and Man City look to come on the
Oh,
counter-attack here.
somebody went down.
Phil
Ooh.
Foden plays the ball out to the right-hand side. It's back into the middle. Man City coming away with it. Ball gets played back to Bernardo Silva in the middle.
Oy.
Grealish has it on the left-hand side. There's a ball through there. for
Yeah,
Rico Lewis.
like, oh, they don't have any
Lewis.
notion. Why? You're playing backwards. Oh, it's really bad from.
Real Madrid with a corner here, I think. Well, no, they had the corner. That's 100 goals as a Real Madrid player for Vinicius Jr.
Seems like a low stat even. Only 100.
How long has he been there? How many games has he played?
Do we count the Castilla goals as well?
No. He's a homegrown talent.
And that's Man City with their second attack.
He's counting them now.
Yeah.
He's not homegrown.
Technically, according to the terminology, he is.
Okay, well, according to football, he's not.
290 games. Is that 200? Am I reading that right?
Yes, 90, yeah.
290 games, 100 goals, 84 assists. Wow. 4 goals and 1 assist.
He started
Yeah.
very, very low in the end. The first seasons. And that's Vinicius.
Send us in your predictions for
Okay.
these games, guys.
Ilkay Gundogan and James McAtee coming in. Oh, and it's Kevin. Kevin.
Who is going to take the win here in Paris? Will it be Paris Saint-Germain or Man City, or will it be a draw?
God.
Arsenal look like
Kovacic and Kevin coming off.
It's not a good
Fresh
sign
legs.
Yeah.
if Kevin De Bruyne is coming off in the
I'm 100%
70th
with
minute
you.
in a 2-2 match against
Kevin,
PSG in the Champions League, I think.
Kevin De Bruyne, of course, still yet to renew his contract.
I think so.
It runs out
I think so.
next summer, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, not next summer. I think it runs out this summer.
Yeah, and there are many rumors that he might be leaving.
Because he said that. He was very...
But yeah, it's not a good sign if he's
He,
taken off in the 70th minute.
he was very reserved when asked about his contract renewal. And he said, if this is my last season in
Yeah.
the club, so be it.
And what's going on in Liverpool? Salah, Van Dijk,
Trent.
They have
You-
some homework to do. PSG with it. They just hit the post. Dembele just hit the post. Look at this. Oh, with the nutmeg.
Man City in trouble here.
And Dembele just hit the
Oh.
crossbar.
What a chance.
Mbappe is coming off as well. 4-0 for Real Madrid. This is what we said. 4-0.
Yeah, I
We
think
predicted a 4-0.
yeah, 4-0. Morata coming off for AC Milan. Tammy Abraham coming on. Markindale saying Vinny has 100 goals for Real Madrid tonight. 1 more goal, and my prediction is correct. 5-0.
That's true. Markinde, that's true.
Send us in your predictions, guys. Can Milan hold on for this win? Arsenal look like they're about to secure the 3 points if they hold on for these last 20 or 15 minutes. Kieran Tierney and Leandro Trossard about to come on for the Gunners.
Leandro Trossard in a fantastic form in the past matches for Arsenal.
Kieran Trippier could be making his way up north to Glasgow, back to Celtic. which would be nice to see.
Wouldn't
I
mind
think.
to see that actually.
I'd like to see it. I think for his sake, to play more games, I think it would be a good move for both parties. PSG on the attack here. Hakimi on the right-hand side. Oh, that's well defended there by Man City. Grealish loses out though. PSG win it again on the edge of the box. The shot, just over the bar.
João Neves again. What a match. The first half was a bit with less opportunities, not as entertaining as the second half at least.
Kai Havertz coming on for Arsenal. Standing out.
Yeah, Leandro Trossard and Kieran Tierney coming on.
Nice one.
Aha. We have a certain Mexican watching us. Everybody wave.
Wait, please.
It's been an entertaining night of football tonight. Real Madrid 4-0 up. PSG pulling it back to 2-2. Real Madrid on the attack here again. It's a corner.
We still
Raul
have
Asensio there.
14 goals across.
We still have 25 minutes in every match, and we've seen fantastic goals.
Arsenal on the attack here. Declan Rice takes the ball into the Dinamo Zagreb half, lays it off to Odegaard, who plays the ball through, but it's a little bit too far. Oh,
Keeps it.
wow. Brilliant piece of skill there from Ethan Ranieri to keep the ball, plays it back. Can Arsenal get a third here and probably kill off the game? Kieran Tierney, Gabriel Martinelli. I'd love to see Kieran Tierney get a goal here. Be nice.
Great save from Salzburg goalkeeper. Real Madrid looking for their 5th goal.
Oh, Hendrik came in for who?
Hendrik came on for
Mbappe.
Mbappe.
What a save.
Can Hendrik get another goal after his double against Celta Vigo in the Cup last week? Which, don't know about you guys, feels about 3 months ago now.
Just football like every day.
So much has happened between now and last Wednesday. Or was it Thursday? It was Thursday, yes.
Yeah, no, crazy.
Real Madrid 4-0 up with about 15 minutes to go. Arsenal 2-0 with 15 minutes to go. PSG, Man City deadlock 2-2. Man City throwing away a 2-0 lead. AC Milan 1-0 up against Girona.
Bayern still losing 2-0.
Bayern still losing 2-0. Inter Milan still winning 1-0.
Yes, sir. Classic Inter Milan win. A steady
Lautaro
one.
Martinez with the only goal of the game. PSG fans in good voice. Well, we've got about 15 minutes to go in most of the games, other than Milan Girona. That started late. There's still 20, 22, 23 minutes left in Milan. Milan, I've just noticed, and I know this isn't a big thing, they're not wearing their home kit. I know Girona must have a different kit that they could have worn.
Yeah, that's actually true. Why aren't Milan?
Girona have a black kit, don't they?
Why isn't it the other way around? Unless Milan have said we're happy to wear our home kit. Quite often you hear those stories of kit men packing the wrong kit or forgetting the kit
Yeah.
and them having to wear the other team's kit or something like that.
Oh, what a play by... Oh, what a goal from
5-0.
Vinicius.
The final nail in the coffin for Salzburg. Real Madrid 5.
Final
Marking
now.
day. Marking
Wow,
day.
I don't
Maybe
know.
there's more nails
There
to
could
come.
be more at this point. I don't know if it's final.
Well, lovely move as well. Courtois to
Lovely play
Modric
from the
to
back.
Asensio. Out to Ardagula, who plays it to Brahim Diaz, who plays it through to Fede Valverde, who runs into
Down the
open
middle.
space. Sends Vinny through.
Wow.
takes it around the defender and puts it past the keeper for a sensational finish. 5-0.
Nothing to do.
Real Madrid cruising at this point. Dinamo Zagreb with a corner. Arsenal have had 9 corners this evening. 9 corners.
Their dream.
There's something that we need to talk about. Alphonso Davies has been injured in the first
Ooh.
half for Bayern Munich. This could mean
Toing and froing as to whether he's going to sign a new contract. Looks like he is signing a new contract with Bayern Munich.
What's the injury?
hopefully
So-
it's not a bad injury,
See if
but he
there's
had
anything
to come off the match
from
in the
Fabrizio
first
Romano.
half.
Let's have a look, because that would be a bad
It would be a very, very bad news.
injury for Bayern Munich.
Not yet. I'm looking at our press officer. I don't think we've announced anything, but we're in good talks.
And nothing about the injury. Borussia Dortmund considering Kevin Schade as a priority target if Adeyemi joins Napoli. There you go.
Adeyemi to Napoli would be fantastic.
Imagine that.
They were thinking about Jeremiah or Adeyemi.
Are you glad they're going for Adeyemi instead of
Honestly,
Genomai?
after Lucas Perez just left Deportivo La Coruña, I'm not sure what I want.
Mateus Nunes coming off.
Lucas's hometown team is Deportivo La Coruña.
John Stones coming in for City.
John Stones, Mateus Nunes, who did a job at right back, but been poor in the second half, really, I'd say. No, he's not his
I used
natural
to love
position.
Mateus Nunes at Wolverhampton. He was sensational, if you allow me to.
I will,
See, if
I
you
will
allow
allow it. I will allow it.
But it's true that at Man City, he has never shown, not even half of what he's shown at Wolves.
No.
Of course, it's way more difficult to show it at the Etihad. Oh, PSG has just scored!
Oh,
PSG with amazing comeback, and it's Joao Neves! And it's Joao Neves!
Joao Neves. Wow.
He's been
Oh
trying
my
the whole
word.
match.
Wow.
2-0 down, back
Wow.
to 2-all, 3-2 up. Does Luis Enrique live to see another day in Paris as PSG's manager?
Wow.
Man City in turmoil here.
Wow.
Eating my own words here, saying that Man City would win comfortably, or not comfortably, but convincingly.
Joao Neves is unmarked in the second post. There's
poor
no
defending.
one next to him.
Who's
Poor
come on?
defender.
Who's
John
come-
Stones.
Who's just come on at right back?
John Stones
Johnny
and Akanji is
John.
is the one that's the closest to Joao Neves. But what a comeback, guys.
Dylan said, "I'm glad Real Madrid are winning," and Daniel Son-Emmanuel said the long-term contract is all for the Benjamins in it.
In it.
Adding the in a bit. As Danjuma coming on for Girona.
So as it stands, pardon me, Alex, PSG are now 22.
Man City
That's what I was
drop
going
out.
to
Man
look.
City dropped to 25.
Wow.
That's what it's at.
No, it's outdated.
If Man City don't finish in the top 25, sorry, in the top 24, does Pep Guardiola get sacked?
No.
I
They
don't
can't
think
sack
so.
him. They can't sack him.
Pep might leave on his own
Such-
terms.
I don't think he'd leave in the middle of the season. I
He-
think
Also, he just renewed his contract, you know.
Yeah.
And there's like so many things going on in his personal life that I don't think he would.
imagine if Man City didn't qualify for the next stage of the Champions League. How catastrophic would that be?
So right now,
Where are
with
Real
Dina-
Madrid in the table now with this win?
Real Madrid are 16th,
How many points?
but
off the
they're
top
only
eight?
1 point away from the top
See,
8.
Bayer Leverkusen, they were silly last night. Didn't make the most of the one-man advantage, and now they're sitting 8th with just level on points with
You know what's the thing here?
how many teams?
There are
Three teams.
There are 5 teams leveled with 13 points in 8th position in Champions League, and then we have another 4 teams leveled with 12 points. And I'm going to tell you these 4 teams: Borussia Dortmund, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, and Juventus, all leveled with 12 points, not even making the top 8 mark. So this means that if all things stay like they are right now, we're going to have a fantastic final round of Champions League
We are.
with this new format. And by the way, all matches are going to be played, the 18 matches of the Champions League in the last round are going to be played at the same time
9
on
o'clock.
Wednesday. 9 o'clock.
Next Wednesday, make sure you join us for a Sporty Corner that's going to be unbelievable.
We need to bring another sofa here.
We need to get everyone here.
We need to get everyone.
It's going to be unbelievable.
Lucas Hernandez coming in for Bradley Barcola.
Millicent saying
And
City win.
Pulisic coming in as well for
Did Bayern take
Milan.
one back? No, Bayern just hit the post. I think that was Leroy Sané. Yes, Leroy Sané just hit the post. Feyenoord still winning 2-0 at home against the Bavarians. I always like to say that.
Of course, Nuri Sahin being sacked today, one of the contenders to take that job, Lucas, is a certain Dutchman,
I know.
Erik ten Hag. What do you make of that?
Well, I also read that it doesn't look like it, but many rumors were linking the Dutchman, former Man United's destroyer, modern manager, to Borussia Dortmund. I don't know, I would like to see. Honestly, I would like to see Erik ten Hag managing another team, just to see if it really was the team or if it was the manager. Something that Erik ten Hag did, if I can speak a little bit about it quickly.
Crossing.
PSG with another.
Oh!
And that's fourth. Wait, is he offside?
My word.
No, the
He's
back
offside.
flick!
It's offside.
No!
But Dembele just scored a back.
No, it
Heel.
wasn't Dembele. It was the pass to Dembele, the back flick here. This is Vitinha. Stop this filthiness. No.
Imagine if that was a goal.
Imagine.
What a
4-2.
pass. Vitinha,
Wow.
filthy.
Ibrahim saying 2-0 up and City messed it up. I'm not going to say the word that you used. Daniel Sonamanuel saying Athletic Club de Bilbao will win the Europa League this season. Don't forget the final will also be in Bilbao.
That's
the
true.
San Mamés.
That's true.
What a story
Even
that would
after
be.
their pumping by Besiktas today, they're still in second.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole's at the wheel.
Oh,
PSG on the attack here. Could they get a fourth?
oh my gosh.
Dembele taking on Guardiola. Gets the shot off. Oh,
What is Man City doing,
my
guys?
God. Man City have fallen
What is
apart.
Man City doing?
Don't sound too
Guardiola is
excited about it.
Not very good.
I am really excited about this. We're going to see a lot of chances now in the last 10 minutes.
We are.
They really need to full send it all. So, who's PSG playing in the final rounds? I think it was a tough
It
match.
is
It's Stuttgart away.
Stuttgart. Tough.
Tough, but they could win them. And
Definitely.
Man City are playing Brugge, you said before, I think?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Both teams should go through, but this is a catastrophic defeat. If things stay
But they don't look
this.
like scoring. That's the thing.
No, it's PSG.
PSG are dominating. Oh, Salzburg have scored. Where did that come from? Out of nowhere, Salzburg have scored a goal.
We were looking.
5-1.
I told you they would score one. I told you they would score
Nice
one.
little move. Ball across.
Whoa,
Nice
Golafinho,
volley.
sorry.
What
Nice
a goal. Unmarked.
This might be the goal of the
You can't leave.
day.
You can't leave a player unmarked like that in the middle of the box.
Wow.
I think I would still stay with Leao's goal, but
Oh, that was good too.
yeah, that was really good.
That was a good. Yeah,
But that
he's
was a
completely
fantastic
unmarked.
volley, actually.
Shame
Bah.
Duret's goal wasn't a goal.
Yeah. Same for marking day. That's your prediction.
Yeah. Did you say 5-0, Mark?
He said a
You
5-0,
did.
yeah.
Yeah. Your prediction has been ruined by.
I need
Salzburg.
Christian Stuani to come in for Girona. I would love a last-minute screamer from him.
Honestly, they deserve a lot more from this Champions League campaign.
Yeah,
They've
they
been
do.
So
they
unlucky.
were so unlucky.
They
Girona
should
have
have-
been so unlucky.
They should
this
have taken a point against PSG. Paulo Gazzaniga
Yeah. Just
mistake
gave them.
meant that PSG won 1-0. Who's just coming on for Arsenal? Arsenal making another substitution. I think Arsenal have got these 3 points in the bag.
Also Liverpool also beat them. I think it was only a 1-0. Against
Yeah,
Girona.
Liverpool
Oh,
1-0.
yes,
That was
Yes.
a very
That
They
was,
got-
that was the only goal.
yeah.
Oh, Man City with the chance. Oh,
Oh, İlkay
good
Gündoğan.
one. Do you miss him at Barcelona?
No?
There you have it.
I love Gundogan.
I think he's a great player, but I don't think he was fitting with us necessarily well. And I mean, we don't really need him in our midfield. I think he's missing us.
We've got a Spanish comment here for you, Lucas. Edwin Kensinka said, Ninguno habla en español.
Well, we're being broadcasted to Africa, my friend.
I would say we all speak Spanish.
We do. Lucas is Spanish, so I hope he speaks Spanish. Well, he's also Scottish.
I was going to say, sometimes he's Scottish. I think when it comes to football, too.
I'll do my best.
Scottish in terms of football, are you talking about his ability at football?
Wow,
Sorry,
it's
Scottish
horrible.
listeners. I'm English, I'm no better.
Dinamo Zagreb trying to make sense? No.
Vinny almost with a sixth there for Real Madrid. Theo Hernandez with a bit of time wasting here.
How crazy would it be if City equalised?
Not out the realms of possibility.
Even if they equalize right now, I don't think the match is going to end as a draw.
That's
Still
also
think-
why.
Still
How
think
exciting.
there's a few more goals in there. I think PSG have got another goal in them. PSG have been dominating for the last 10-15 minutes. Theo Hernandez getting booked there for some time wasting.
Whoa!
Dinamo Zagreb pushing for a goal here. Arsenal having to do some work here. Go on, ball in.
In other news, Celtic Glasgow
Wow.
just scored.
Is that Carter Vickers?
So that
Celtic
is-
Park going bonkers.
Yes, they are.
Luis Benito, it's an own goal.
Alistair Johnson there, Montreal, former CF Montreal player.
It's an own goal from Luis Benito of Young Boys. That's a shame.
And he looks onside as well.
Wow. Does that remind you of the?
Oh no!
Oh, dear.
Oh no! We don't like to see these guys.
Does that remind you of the Tony Watt goal against Barcelona, Celtic Park? What a game that was!
Yes,
Do you remember that, Sara?
We used to get Celtic every year in the Champions League.
that's true.
That was perhaps quite possibly one of the maddest games of football I've ever watched in my life. And what was the percentage possession that Celtic had? Like 10, 11?
Nothing.
300, well, Barcelona's 700-800 passes, was it? Something ridiculous. That's football, though. The Emirates looking
Looks
quite empty,
empty.
with still over 2.5 minutes to go. Understandably, they've
Turn it
maybe,
up though.
if you wanted to beat London traffic to get home,
Yeah, that's true.
I don't blame them.
Just the
Imagine
horrible tube system. is
The
what
Northern
would
Line
be.
is rather busy. Well, there is only a Wednesday night. I want to get home before the last train, maybe.
It's 9:45 in London.
It's
There's many trains still.
And that's a third for Arsenal.
3-0.
Just as we speak, and that's
all
Odegaard.
them who went home. Shame on you.
Missed out.
You never leave a game early.
Odegaard to put the game to bed.
I remember I left a game once because I thought it was full time, and I didn't realise they were they had extra time and penalties. Thought it was a replay,
Oh yeah.
No.
so I missed the extra time and penalties.
Oh, that's shocking, Alex.
It was Torquay United against Reading in the Carling Cup, I think.
What?
Maybe the FA Cup. I can't remember. No, it must have been the Carling Cup.
Oh, there's a red card been given to Celtic.
PSG on the attack here.
For
Well,
Ousmane
they get
Dembele
four.
finds
Oh!
Gonzalo Ramos.
oh,
He just missed the one-on-one.
Dyson Knight has been sent off for Celtic.
PSG is still on the attack, and they only give 3 more minutes of added time.
Mads Bidstrup with a goal for Salzburg.
2 more minutes of added time also at the Santiago Bernabeu. And
1 minute
one
of that
more
left.
minute left
PSG,
at the Emirates.
2.5 minutes left of the 3 added time in Paris. Apologies if I'm repeating you there, Lucas.
No worries.
Milan player down here, can't quite see who that is.
Oh, that's the centre back, the Serbian centre back, Pavlovic.
Is he full? Well, it looks like is it a head collision? I don't think so. No, it's cramp. It looks like some sort of muscle injury. Man
Man
City on
City
the
in the
attack
attack.
here. Haaland.
Oh, they
Corner
have a
for Man
corner.
City. 2 minutes left.
I don't want to
Parc
see
des
this.
Princes.
I don't want to see this.
Can Man City get an equaliser? Lucas is willing against it.
I don't want to see the guys. Gonzalo Ramos, no.
What a
No.
save from Edison, to be fair. Does Christian Pulisic speak Italian?
Yeah, pretty well too.
Does he? Okay.
He's been in Milan for a few years now.
He has. Shame it didn't work out for him at Chelsea.
Donnarumma.
Ooh.
And that's a
Fair enough.
foul for PSG.
Foul on Donnarumma. Full time at the Emirates and the Bernabeu. Real Madrid 5, Salzburg 1, Arsenal 3, Dinamo Zagreb. Sorry, Arsenal 2, Dinamo Zagreb 0.
Arsenal 3.
3. I
Martin
got it
Odegaard.
right the first time. Arsenal 3, Dinamo Zagreb 0. Any other full times around the
No,
grounds?
I'm just checking and no more full times results.
Bayern
Other
Munich
than
still
those two.
losing 2-0 to
84th
Feyenoord.
minute.
Feyenoord pulling off the shock of the night.
Yes, for sure.
Absolutamente.
Looking at the other results, unless
Yes.
well, PSG beating Man City might be the shock of the night. Actually,
I think Feyenoord or even Shakhtar beating Brest.
Also, Leipzig, they won their first points in the
Yeah.
Champions League tonight against Sporting Lisbon.
not the right games that they should have won though. They should have
No.
won one of the first 7,
Absolutely.
one of the first 6. I think that
And
was
that's
their
a
first-
chance for PSG. And that's a goal for PSG. For Gonzalo Ramos. No, it's offside.
Offside.
Oh,
It's been called offside.
Oh,
It's the
But this
second
might
goal.
be it.
The second goal PSG have scored that's been ruled out for offside. But PSG look like they're seconds away from holding on to a emphatic 3-2 win against Manchester City. Coming
oh,
from 2-0
he's offside
down.
by a country mile there,
Oh,
to
yeah.
be fair.
Yeah.
We'll give you that one.
He's maybe arguing that the ball comes from the defender.
I think it came,
The ball comes from the defender.
but it
This-
looks like it does deflect off
No,
Achraf
no,
Hakimi's shoulder.
no, it doesn't. I think the ball comes straight from the defender. This could be a goal, guys, for PSG. They are checking it.
Goal check.
The time is already consumed.
Mm.
1-0 Inter, finished off.
Producer Ben, if you're still watching, you're missing an absolute
Yes.
cracker.
Yeah.
It's a shame you couldn't get there. Could this keep Luis Enrique in a job for another 3 weeks? 2 weeks even.
Damn.
They have to win next week
It's
against
next week. Yeah, so
Stuttgart?
1 week.
Stuttgart or
Stuttgart. Yes.
and then Man City play Bruges
They are still checking the goal.
when in Bruges. As they say.
Oh my God, Luis Enrique is yelling at Gonzalo Ramos.
I really think the ball comes straight from Guardiola, I think it was.
I think it does take a little deflection off Hakimi's shoulder.
But it wasn't a pass back. It was Guardiola trying to get rid of it and it deflected off. So that's why I'm thinking I don't know if it will be.
It's interesting to see what Pep Guardiola has to say after
Either
this
way,
game.
Celtic,
either way, we're still 2 minutes over the aggregate time.
Celtic win 1-0 at home. 3 games left.
Any other full times around the grounds?
That's the
Celtic
last
young
one.
boys, and that's it.
We've told you all the other ones.
Feyenoord still going. Inter Milan winning 1-0 against Sparta Prague.
In the 87th minute,
Goal
we
check.
still have some
Taking
time.
their
And it's a goal for PSG.
goal.
So that's it.
Wow.
PSG materialized the
4-2.
comeback.
What comeback was better? Barcelona 4-2 down against
Absolutely.
PSG, or
Absolutely.
PSG 2-0 down against Man City?
No, I think Barcelona because it happened in the Rafinha scored in the final minute, like of the match,
True.
and they were already up 3-2. This is the 4-2, right? Like it's
but
over.
To come from 2-0 down against Man
Barcelona's
City
comeback was way better.
Yeah,
in a
Barcelona
game
were
like
down
this is
3-1.
impressive.
It's historic.
the way that Man City threw.
Do you know what's
that
funny? It's
away.
like I still don't have any faith in PSG, even if they win this game.
No.
Oh no, absolutely not. But
If-
we
They
have
might lose
even
to
less faith in Man
Stuttgart.
City.
They have. See, I don't know. I think Man City might still be able to
Where does
do
that put
something.
PSG in the table?
Same as what we had just gone over, because it stayed. So PSG are going to stay in 23rd. City are in what?
25th.
25th.
8
2
points.
points separate City from the playoff
So
contention.
if City beat Bruges next week, Club Bruges next week, it's probably likely that they finish inside that top 24. You'd say.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends. Stuttgart are
we
playing
would need-
PSG, and those two are both at the
Ideally,
bottom.
They need PSG to beat Stuttgart rather than a draw,
Yeah.
because then that leaves Stuttgart down below. Man City win, they go above Stuttgart.
Benfica, Sporting, PSG, Stuttgart, all tied for 10 points. It's going to be chaos.
Interesting.
Wow.
Any other
I d-
teams out today?
I would say all of these teams are now out.
10. So Shakhtar Donetsk probably out. Bologna, Sparta Prague, RB Leipzig, Girona, Red Star Belgrade, Sturm Graz, Salzburg, Slovan Bratislava, and Young Boys all out of the Champions League. Shakhtar can only finish inside the top 24 if they win quite heavily. I think they have to win 7 or 8-0,
Jeez, yeah.
which is not going to happen.
Quickly, Feyenoord still going against Bayern. Milan.
3-0 to Feyenoord.
Shut your mouth.
Wow.
I didn't even. Oh, I did. Ueda. Oh my God, Bayern Munich. What's going on?
What a win for PSG that was.
What a win for
a win.
Feyenoord. This is class. Where's Bayern in the table? God, I love to see this. Oh, they're only 15th.
I have to say that, guys,
Still 5
that
minutes left.
I love the new Champions League format.
I think I
I
really
love
enjoy
it.
it.
I think I'm still worried about the amount of games. I don't think we need
course.
more games. And especially if you have to play knockout games, like, that's a shame.
Girona, with about
Asprilla.
4 minutes to go here to get an equaliser, can they do it? That would be some upset if they get an equaliser here. Poor for AC Milan if they don't hold on to the win here. It's not been an easy night. Who's that grabbing the goal for Feyenoord? 3-0.
I said you.
Is it a hat trick
Oh,
for
Ueda.
or not?
Hey, I see Ueda.
No.
No. Santiago Jimenez was looking there for the hat trick against Bayern Munich. Not everyone can say that.
Imagine. Still time yet as well.
Yeah.
Surely company gets sacked.
Wow, look at those celebrations at the Parc des what's it in French?
Parc des Princes.
Parc des Princes.
There you go. I thought you spoke
Princess
French.
Park.
I thought you spoke French.
Yeah, a
Nicholas.
little bit. Only what I remember from school.
No, I don't think company will get sacked unless he doesn't win the league.
That was such a move from Burnley to Bayern Munich. One for the ages, for sure.
And Scott Parker's now the Burnley manager. Flying away in the Championship they are.
Yeah. It's between Sunderland, Burnley, Leeds. I think there's
Leeds.
another team
I think
over
Blackburn are just in and
That are
around there. West Brom have just in the last month sacked their manager and appointed Carlos
there. Carlos
Corberán.
Corberán.
And
He's
it's
left West
all.
Brom and gone to Valencia.
It's halftime. I mean, half. Jesus.
And now Valencia's doing quite well with Carlos
Yeah.
Corberán. They won last weekend as well.
And they're playing Barcelona this weekend. Is it at the Mestalla or is it at Camp Nou?
I don't know.
Montjuic?
I know that they got draw in the Copa del Rey against Barcelona as well, and that one is in Mestalla.
This one is in Camp Nou, Stade Olympique.
Okay, that one is away.
Tough game. Valencia is always a tough side to play against.
Especially for Real Madrid.
It's always been a heated fixture.
Is there a draw for the round of 16?
For the...
Like, what's the format here?
The playoffs.
It's a good question. Well, I think, they have to wait for the playoffs. To
But the
get
top 8 get drawn?
The top 8, they
Then-
go through automatically.
No, but I mean, it doesn't matter if you finish first or 8th.
This is a good question. I'm not sure. Should we have a look? Is the Champions League seeded?
We're looking now at the final minutes from the AC Milan match against Girona. Still 1-0 for the Italians. 1 minute and 30 seconds
Okay.
left in the match.
So the playoffs are
Yeah, they're seeded
Seeded.
from like 9th to whatever, 24th.
Okay, so the clubs that finish first to eighth in the league phase will be seeded and will play against the winners of the knockout phase playoffs who will be unseeded. So I think it's just random.
Wait, what?
But the seeded teams, obviously the top 8 teams, play the second leg at home. The higher team finishes in the league phase, the better its seeding position for the knockouts, influencing the team's path to the final.
So, that's annoying.
So,
I don't want anyone to play against Atalanta next week. We're already through. Please, just rest them.
what are the fixtures next week?
Barca Atalanta is one of the best ones, although it doesn't really mean much for Barca, but it could mean.
Ademola Lookman going to Barcelona.
Yeah, but I don't. I'm through. I would like for them to rest players, but now apparently it matters.
Atalanta are through as well.
No, Liverpool and Barca are the only teams that are through.
Well, but they are nearly there, no?
Yeah, but Liverpool and Barca are the only teams that are through.
Yeah.
AC Milan about 10 seconds or so away from getting the win here against Girona.
This game is still going too.
Porto against Olympiacos, Hoffenheim against Tottenham, Victoria Plzen against Anderlecht, Lazio against Real Sociedad,
Lazio top of the
Man
table.
United
That's a
against
great game
Rangers.
actually. Lazio Real Sociedad.
Man
Come on.
United Rangers, Frankfurt against
Under 1.5
Ferencvaros.
goals.
Ferencvaros, who have just been taken over by Robbie Keane.
Really?
Yes.
That's the most random fact I've heard this year.
Do you want to hear something even more random? Although you might know this one.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Patrick Kluivert is the new Indonesia manager.
Yes, I knew that one. Do you know who is the captain of Indonesia?
No.
Jordi Amat.
Really?
He used to play for Swansea.
Yeah, I
He's-
remember him.
He was born in Spain and
Wow.
he's Spanish, but he has like part of
All right,
Indonesian
Feyenoord
family.
win 3-0.
AC Milan win 1-0. Do you remember Jason Punchin?
Of course.
He was, for
Premier-
about 3 weeks, manager of Iron Appa.
Of what?
Iron Appa. Yes.
All right, let's say goodbye.
There you go. Thank you for joining us, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Join us tomorrow, 7:30 WAT, 6:30 GMT, Sporty Show, hour and 15 minutes tomorrow, as we look ahead to an
Yes.
exciting weekend of football. Chelsea against Man City, or the other way around, Man City against Chelsea at the
Is
Etihad.
it 7:30 WAT? It's 7:30 this time, no?
WAT is the same as this time, I think.
Oh, CET.
Yeah.
7:30 WAT is this time.
So
So why are there two different names for it?
GMT is Greenwich.
I'm not saying we are CET.
But yeah, it's WAT.
WAT
is,
and GMT is
WAT and
straightforward.
CET is the same. So 7:30 tomorrow, WAT, Sporty Show, wherever you get your Sporty Show, on TV, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter,
Kick, Twitch.
anywhere you want to watch us. Join us tomorrow at 7:30. We'll be looking ahead to an exciting weekend of football.
Bye.
That's
Thank
it
you
from
everyone
us.
for joining us.
Thank you, guys. See you
you the next
tomorrow.
time.